especially as you see the day approaching. Definitely no reason not to make those changes and start transitioning before it gets even later. You can't afford to be on the outside. Unfortunately, everybody won't make it. Not just here, just over the whole alarm, because everybody not going to be willing to do what it takes to conform. You'll conform, it just won't be to what, Yahuwah has designated for us to do. And I appreciate the fact that he gives us that mindset to be willing to transition. A lot of people can't. A lot of people kind of get stuck. And when they've been doing something a certain way a long time, that's just how I am. I've been like that all my life, and I don't see changing. That gets to be dangerous. No matter how old you are, you got to still be able to change. Even when Yahushua talked about being born again, when Nicodemus, I think how you pronounce it, asked about how a man can do it when he's old. And a lot of times what he asked about was a natural state, how a man, when he reached a certain age period, how can he go back to being a child? But we got to start converting. It's not the literal becoming a child, but it begins to be figuratively when it comes down to your understanding. Shaul said in business, he told you how to be men. Mature is actually what you look at. That's what you look at men. But then when it comes to malice, that's right. He talked about being like children. Hard to kind of comprehend that, to be able to do it. It's kind of complex. So that's how you got to be when it comes down to committing qatar. That's got to be something that you can't see yourself committing. But unfortunately, we mastered the skill of being what they would call sinners. And we got to kind of get out of that system and start transitioning so we can get. Is that a reason? Am I out there and in here? I can hear myself kind of being thrown. Is that one of them new things you're doing, Jahid? When it comes to my enemy, Jahid, how many times y'all heard me say, I don't hear my voice, I hear it out there, come back around. How many y'all heard me say that? So how many y'all think that it was a honest mistake on Jahid? That's what I thought. Nobody thinks that, Jahid. Notice nobody raised their hand on I asked. All right, put your hand down, we'll say. How many know it was the truth he did it? See that? Everybody know it was you. They said they know it's the truth. They know you done it. And I gave the chance to be found. But that's just how Jahid is. But we'll fight him later another day. Hopefully in the next couple of minutes. Again, I want to reiterate, I am for the liberation. I am for the self-governing of our people. That's been on both ends for the so-called Negro and for the people of Elohim. I'm for the liberation of them. I want to make sure I'm clear. I want to make sure I'm emphatically, no doubt, no hesitation, no reservation. I don't have to second guess it. I don't have to sleep on it. I know I want my people to be delivered. Isn't that right? We cannot serve with this system that's currently in place. It does not benefit us, and it needs to be stated. On another case too, on Mr. Sanders, I speak on that, not on the Colonel Sanders, but on Deion Sanders. I think that Deion had made a decision that was not wise if he had an opportunity to kind of second guess it. Now, his choice is his choice of what he made to do. It's just the fact that what you've done. I think you caused more chaos than you caused understanding, or you brought a light to our people. What a lot of people might not agree, but that's just being honest. He brought more chaos than anything, and the fact that you spoke so highly of these guys and encouraged these people from the idea of the quote-unquote black universities, and then you turn around, you leave, and you take them with you to the white university. I really don't see that. I really don't see that. Some people say, at least he took them with him. I think you should have left them alone. Because I think you kill your message when you said you're as good. Y'all don't realize if you've been coached, how much authority, how much power a coach has. A coach got more power and more connect with you than your own parents. Yeah, you want to please that coach more than your parents. You respect what they say more, especially when you look at they've trained people and people being great. They look at that, put people in this position. People have done this under my leadership, and you kind of put yourself here and you take the criticism, you take the training, you take whatever it is because I believe in what you're saying, and now you walk off and you say, well, I'm gonna take the black players with me. I think you did a disservice to them in doing that, and I think you gave them a real critical mixed message. I think it was racist to take them to a white school, and now that these quote-unquote white kids got to go to another school. I think you put us in a piss-poor position. And I want to be the first person to say, I think it's racist, and I think every white student ought to file a lawsuit against them. Let me ask y'all a question. How many of y'all played or ran at another school? So let me ask y'all a question. So if I came in a white man and I brought all my white players with me and you got to leave, what you gonna holler? Fairness, equality. Well, don't cut no corners when we do it. I don't respect you now. If you only for criticizing white people when they do something, that's okay for you to do it, and then bring your son. If any coach brought his own, a coach. I'm a coach. I'm gonna bring my son in the receiver. I'm a white coach. What you gonna say? Well, his son better than me. What you gonna say, Chris?
They do it, and we know what it is.
Racist. All day, racist. That's what you're gonna say, racist. Then don't hypocrite now. People of color, you can't be two way. Be one way with it. I think and all you did was cause us problems. Because you know I don't blame them white kids. I'll walk out of Colorado. I'll sue the school. I'll sue the program. The whole program ought to get shut down. I wouldn't support Deion because the fact you caused this problem. I would have told her, if I'm going to leave, I said, listen, y'all stay here because this is going to cause a problem. It's going to cause more problem than what you're thinking. I'd rather leave it here, and the focus is going to lead you guys in your career, and it's going to focus on a lawsuit. It's going to focus on, at the end of the day, when you bring them now, remember, you still got to go to a white team. Who doing the drafting? The college going to draft you for the pros. When them schools come, when the pro come and overlook you. Because I don't need that. I don't need people when you out here and the commentator talking about, that's one of the players that came from Jackson State that was involved in that racism. People don't realize a lot of time with owners and teams, you'll think that they're which that's their personal way of how they do things. But it's also a business. Just like with Adidas, with Ye. Whether they supported his decision or not, I still got to look at business. I can't have Jewish people coming at me and they saying, get my stuff out the market. I want Jews dead. Because my stuff is being worn on soccer field. It ain't just on your foot, nigga. This on soccer team, this across, people wear Adidas global. And once that get, tied in and it start hitting the middle of it, this is an anti-Semitic company and I'm already German, I don't need that. You just caused me too many problems. So from a business standpoint, I just rather servitize with you. I understand your right to your opinion, but you got to understand from a business platform, it's not conducive to keep it doing business with you. So when Deion comes up, and I don't say Colorado that stupid. Other reason I can see them let him come up there is to make a fool out of him. The only reason I can see them making a fool, only reason I can see them bring him up there is to make a fool out of him. And get them kids up there and get them stuck where they get red shirted, and now you can't go back. Because you just jumped and left, now you're going to get jammed up. Now when you try to go back to, no, you can't play. You got to sit it. Now you lost a year, which means now you lost because you ain't eligible to play. Is it not a possibility? And you get jammed up. Now, when team come, look, I got to look at you. You lost it. Let me tell you how the pros are different and college is different than high school. When you don't play a year, you can say what you want. You lost something. You can jump up here for like you lost a year. I need to see you playing consistently. It's some guys play so good their first year, I want to get them. I need to see can you do it next year. That's why you look give them most of 2 years. I want to see can you do that consistently. Because a lot of guys have been flukes. That 1 year, and that's your best and only year. Let me see can you do this 2 years. That's why I tip you want to lead them 4 years. Can you keep this up consistently? Is it you or is it your line? All this stuff you got to consider. Is it the quarterback? You might not be as good if it's just that quarterback knows you, your chemistry. When I put you in a different system, you don't perform. So I can't use you. What they look at when you put people like that draft, the coaches not draft, they send people here, this is what they do. They can see raw talent. They can see, definitely, they can see, somebody, I'm telling you, that boy, they're going to be good. No. Look at, and like, let me see, Cam Newton made it how long? How long did Cam play? 5, 6 years, 7 years? Yeah, NFL. 10. A little long. How many of y'all should have played longer? I don't. He played too long. He should have been out. And I'm tell you what the thing about him. Now, if y'all remember, they taught him out when they first looked at him going in, they said he wouldn't make it. He did play well, but listen, he wound up fluking though, didn't he? They already called that before he got in. They called that on him before he got in. They been said Cam. They said he wasn't fit. They been watched it, but see, everybody was excited because they looked at Auburn. Auburn has a system. When he was playing, they has a system. That's different. Listen, when Cam went to the combine, he effed it up. Most of them don't remember that. Cam got picked up because they had pro day. Auburn bailed him out. Uncle Ted said, am I making this up, Uncle Ted? because they don't remember. Pro day, I know you, a lot of them don't remember. Pro day bailed him out. Auburn told him, come back down here, watch them pro day. See, when you're a big school out, they got teams come see them regardless. That's why they don't worry about it. They know everybody can't make no, everybody not gonna make no combine. You only picking so many. These schools are so big, they have pro day. I'm getting 20 teams coming to sit and watch my guys. They put Cam out there with his receiver, and they still told him, they said, that's him with his receiver. When they put him on the field to throw, he wasn't accurate, he wasn't landing, he flopped. You remember what I can tell you? He flopped, he was a disappointment. And they already had said it though about him. They said he wasn't fit. But you remember that? Those guys watch stuff with everybody look at, you look at stuff with your heart. They look at talent. I know talent when I see talent. They know this is what they do every year. I watch these guys come up high school. I've been watching you. I ain't just popped up all of a sudden, you popped up on my radar. I came here to watch you because I'm looking for stuff. I can see you're only good in this system. Who's going to pick you up and draft? That's not the system we're running. And when I move you outside this system, you can't operate. A lot of guys get killed when they learn they got to read a playbook. Let me tell you something. These guys get here and find out the pros are not what people thinking. You got to read a playbook. You got to get this thing. You got to get it fast. These guys got to pay for coaching, pay for pride. Listen, you ain't just getting trained in here. You pay for a personalized training to keep you in here. You pay people just work on you just in the city, teaching you how to be a better receiver. It ain't just your practice ain't all you do. In order to keep up and compete on a big edge, this is why these guys don't do it. Black schools will hurt you a lot because they don't teach them that. They just play. That ain't, don't get me, it is because they don't look at this. What are they going to be, on TV? They're going to be on one of them cable channels with frizzy lines. It ain't because you're not good, but listen, it's the same thing they did with the Negro League with baseball. It ain't you don't have the talent. I can't afford for you. I can't afford for people who sit here, who pay to come sit at my stadium, who buy my stuff, alumni say, I'm going to flip my TV and watch somebody, I'm going to watch this black school play. I don't even put you, I can't have you on ESPN. I can't have you on Fox. I can't have you. I don't need people flipping. When they look at college football, they looking at the lineup I get on all white schools. I don't need about to flipping and tell me I know HBCU on here. I don't need that. You pulling with that. So when college football on, guess what else you getting? Commercials. When they find out people watching over here, what you think happens? What y'all think finna happen at Jackson State? Exactly, because they looking at they winning. People follow winners. People follow winners. That's why Colorado showed y'all he'll move for the money. That's what they showed. See, white people let you run your mouth. White people know where you at. They knew where Deion at. You think they don't already know his financial situation? I know y'all was impressed with getting half the money he was getting. First of all, I'd have never took the job for $300,000. The average college coach making $2 million. That's on average, nothing. 2, 3, 4 million, that's no money. That's what they pay. So you took that job and they pay that kind of money because why? I don't need these guys with talent. I don't need these guys blocking these guys. I need a guy when they looking at going, I need a guy with Alabama hats on. I need a guy with Florida State hats on. I need one with Oklahoma. I need the Sooners. I need I need Ohio. I need these, this is the school these guys, I need these guys committing to. I don't need about committing to going no swag. Once you go ahead and fix these stadiums up and put grass on the football field, these boys gonna feel like they somebody. Got these boys. Then they come out, they know, listen, they already know. My jersey musty. That's how you play. Your locker stink. Come on, they know, come on, your locker stink. Your clothes are not proper. Them boys, you think they finna have, you think you finna go to Auburn? You finna go to, and your locker smells? Your jersey net stink. Son, we got these stacked up. We can change jersey pant every play. I'm just being honest. You know, them they got ball beat up, chewed up, the dog been eating on them, the mascot missing. They don't play no stuff like that, man. You gotta ask something, call another swag school, can you use their mascot? They don't play that stuff, man. Come on. Don't even try it, man. Trying to put a bulldog tail on a pig. That ain't, man, stop. It's still a pig, man. But this is, you know, and I just wanted to say that. And that's my personal issue. I don't want no fight with Deion. Deion is doing what he do. He did well with Jackson State, but at the same time, you heard him, you should have left him alone. Because, I mean, I don't know. I know everybody might disagree with him. Oh, it's for the money. You doing, but when you're dealing with young people, I don't want to call them kids. I think that's disrespectful. I don't know where we get this college calling them kids. You know what I'm saying? Other than his freshman and his sophomore, these kids are grown. Right. These are grown men. Stop referring. This is what kills them too. You refer to them as kids. I know you're saying, well, his son, well, say your son is your kid. These are grown men. A lot of these are grown men. You call them kids like they babies, and that hurts them. Treat them like men. You know, talk to them like men. You know what I'm saying? Educate, teach them the business. Or tell them how you effed up your money. Tell them how you screwed up. Just tell them the truth, how you screwed up, help them out. I ain't saying he probably hadn't, but now you run off to this white school, you just shot everything you said to them out, and these white folks gonna embarrass. They wait for him to get on that field. They need him to be on that field, and they can start showing Deion ran his mouth. Oh, it's gonna be the white coach. Saving them to get him. Ran him out, ran him out. Where he at though? Why he didn't stay with him? Then, and all of them out of Southern on the fact, why you took the people with you? You just said they couldn't compete. Well, he said, did he not say they couldn't compete against the predominantly white schools? But now you taking them there? What's the message you saying? I can't compete with them, so you take me here. That doesn't make sense. It just be one way or the other. That's why I say a lot of people will come out here. He could have an honest intent on some ends. I want to be able to disagree without having to kill the man. I don't call the man no faggot, no dumb. You know, sometimes I've been guilty. Sometimes we can't disagree without, it's got to be critical or be something personal. I just felt like Deion should have made a different choice. I believe this, that any one of them other schools could have gotten the money and paid him that. It would have been enough for them to pay the money. What my belief is that white schools, which own them, white schools pay them to make sure they stay incompetent. That they get incompetent coaches, and they thought bringing him there was probably just going to be a little hoopla. If Deion Sanders there, just another little nigga coach, and it turned out he wound up turning the program around. And now they're looking at too many people talking. People who ain't even thought of Jackson State, like Jackson State, let me just check them out. And you're bringing viewership, which means that you, like he said, they were selling 60,000, they sell it out the stadium every game. You can't have black school. They know, only when you go to a black college, the man. Nobody care who wins. That's it. The girl that went, everybody musty. Drum got a hole in it. Everybody know, but they'll put more in the bag. I mean, you just not expect. But let me say this: what's bad is the fact that our people had demanded better. You'll go to school, it's run down like Marv, right? They'll let it get run down. You're not gonna go to Alabama and it looks run down. You're not going to Iowa. You're not going to none of these white schools and they're gonna run down. They're gonna put their money in the facility. It's gonna be cut great. It's gonna set up. It's an image you're gonna present. Nigga school. You do better bring your high school lunch up that evening. That's how they do it, but trade to make you want to stay away from it. But as far as programs, some of your best programs are in a quote unquote black schools. Especially if you're doing the engineering, you're gonna do mechanical engineering, you're always gonna do better at AML school. You're always gonna do better with them. Perry, you got one of the best engineering programs. And people wouldn't know it. You'll run straight to a white school and get it. And peer review, A&M got one of the best engineering programs you're gonna find. But you don't let who know that? Cause we want Florida State, Norfolk. We gonna want UM. We want to go and we want to put one of these other names on it so you be respected. You want to say Stanford and other places. You got a lot of black schools can create great Morehouse. Everybody holler Emory, Morehouse School of Medicine. And people ignore it. Everybody, that Emory badge on there says it all. And they'll stay away from Morehouse. They'll say, well, Morehouse, you know, them guys are gay. Yeah, everybody at Emory straight. See that nobody ever addressed these white schools for homosexuality. Right. Nobody. Nope. Berkeley in Southern California, you ain't got no more sense than them, and it never comes up. Yep. But who you say? They're real stupid. Anytime that people vote on robots to come out here and shoot citizens and blow up citizens, the whole state's stupid. Listen, they ain't got California and New York, no offense, two of the dumbest states. If I had it, I'll cut them out and float them off somewhere. Waste of time. You got cut them, let them float out. They wouldn't even know they missed them. They want to know they missed it. Just float them and just let them go out here. It's a waste of time. It's too much. The air they breathe just don't get them conscious. That make conscious. It really, till they come and really learn the world from the southern end and look at stuff, it's just not possible. Freaks and weirdos. Freaks and weirdos. California, everybody want to look like Michael Jackson. New York, everybody want to wear tight ass pants like Eddie Murphy. You can't win. It's one or the other system. So we got to get these people. I ain't never seen so many widows in my life. And they don't even know they're widows. Guys sitting out here just beating on buckets. People just getting the money. I stopped right. I told them, I said, these are 5-gallon buckets. And they paying this man to beat on 5-gallon buckets. He jumped right on them things. Hey, what you doing with that gel in your hair? Ain't no gel. I said, who is he talking to? He got him a little lesson and realized he didn't know what he needed to know. He from California. You're not that smart. And he had to learn that with his friend. But here it was, just beating on bucket. People so dumb. They paying people. Listen. They laugh. Listen. People paying them. Another joke, he standing here and down. We're looking at him. They ain't moved me. He got a gorilla mask and put it on. I said, now I really want to give you no money. What make you think I wasn't going to pay you nothing? You put a gorilla mask on. I know who you are. Why am I going to pay you? They sit around and wait on people to give them things. Okay, all right. If it weren't for union, most people in New York, they'd be dead. Union save them, union protect them. Oh, okay, do one job. Listen, a union only let them do one job. You can't ask, once they get through that job, they're done. You can't ask them to do nothing else. They can fire, they can walk off. That's why nothing gets done. That's why it's hard for them to be like people. Unions have a good and a bad part from them. Unions are actually terrible in a sense. What they originally came out for was good because they came out saying rights protecting the workers, making sure fair wages. And if the people weren't getting a fair wage, we could protest by boycotting, by not working, shutting the plant down until fair labor rate. Plus they came out because people were getting hurt. Hey, you hurt. You didn't get your behind and get to work. Unions came in to protect. They said, you can't make that man or that woman work. They hurt. They got rights, and you need to pay them because they were hurt on the job. So unions had a good, it being, when they were started, they had a good purpose. But then the sorry, lazy bastards up north, it ain't just that, all them upstate, Jersey, all of them running all over. Sorry, lazy bastards just got at him, wore the damn thing out, took advantage of stuff. Purposely set back, let somebody, hey, I need a job done. I say, listen, you mind going doing this? So I say, and you go get it. She jump up. I got more time than her. I'm filing. She going home. I got to pay her for every hour she worked. Instead of why you didn't open your mouth and say something, yeah, it's a setup. Because what I was supposed to do, go through everybody. I need something done right now. I got to go through everybody with seniority and come down. Every one of y'all got to say no before I can finally give it to you. Damn warehouse burnt to the ground. I'm still on the phone because every one of these people who over you can file, and I got to pay every one of them for every hour you work. That's when it's bullshit. You said, listen, if I purposely didn't like her, and you know this, I purposely overlooked you to give it to her, yes, she should be compensated because she should have had the opportunity. But just to sit here and pay all they lazy asses who sat back out the way just so they can wait on somebody to do something and run in and file, and now I got to pay them, that's why companies shut down. That's why General Motors started shutting down. They're running your ass right back through child play. A lot of these companies shut down. Unions to force them out. You can't afford them. A bunch of folks sitting on their asses doing nothing and getting this ridiculous. You getting overtime after 8 hours a day. You don't do 40. 8 hours after 8 hours, you're getting paid. Double time. Anybody, this is a problem when you look at people dumbasses, because you don't know finance. You just know your lazy ass what you think you ought to get what you worth. So let me get it straight. When you see a company, what you think these folks pay for nothing? They just sold a purse at Mason for $100. What they paid for it? 10 cents. Damn thing had to get shipped here, had to get packaged. I got to pay people in the stock to bring the damn thing off the truck. I got to pay truck company to bring it. I got to pay people in the stock to unload the damn thing and put it out. Then I got to get people merchandise to come and showcase the damn thing. Then I got lights. I got music playing and shit. All this shit, I got to get security because your roguish ass and your roguish ass family stealing shit. Hell no, they can pay me more than this. They just sold a damn $100 damn pocketbook. Dumbass. Cause I don't know shit about finance. Cause you just looking, you assuming something. What about the other costs? What about the cost of shit? Like if your dumb ass fall, cause you try to look at a damn mirror, paint your ugly ass face while you walking. Now I gotta put workman comp. Cause people don't really consider why you said, wait, I'm telling you something. All the greedy MFers, I want to say the word I really did then. Your dumb ass is why shit's so high now and your ass can't afford it. And I hope y'all ass be homeless. You done shot this shit to hell now. You'll never get it back. This is part of your greed. Your greed has come back to bite your ass now. Because now whatever you got ain't shit. Because what you paying is finna wear your ass out. Welcome to my ass is greedy. People don't want to work and build nothing no more. Everybody wants somebody to just hand them something. The ethic of looking at how things work, how things translate. It doesn't matter. I need more money. Let's get this straight. Let's say you go to work tomorrow. Your job double your pay. Everybody. What you think the damn cost of stuff is going to be out here? If everybody double their pay, how much goods can everybody get? Wow. So that means we're going to run out of goods. Does that make sense? Most of y'all don't understand why you got inflation, do you? You have to slow down. People buying up all the damn goods because you don't have them. Stop watching these dumbass shows and you don't know nothing about economics and you start running your mouth and you sound like an ass with no shit coming out of it. It is. I'm just honest. Most people don't, because you work a job, you just don't know. In your mind, shit makes sense to you. You one person, one lazy ass, and you don't realize how a company works. Company got expenses. People see shit, be thinking, oh, they making all the money. You think folks just walking up just handing people money? They'll work at McDonald's, they'll work at Harder, they'll work at Crystal, they'll work at Winning, and steal all this shit and then wonder why costs go up. Why shit get lower. So to say you did 99-cent burger, the principle why I can do this 99-cent burger in their advertisement, because I'm counting on a load of people to come in at a certain amount of time frame that will make up for the loss for the cost, that will make up for paying your ass, your lazy ass not answering. They so damn sorry. They finally get down. Hold, please. No, you ain't doing shit. I don't get out my car, walk out, look at the window. I know your ass wasn't doing nothing. And I ain't wanting, I just want to see your lazy ass and look you in your eyes. Sorry ass can't roll a bag down. Too damn sorry to put. Then I have to tell folks, so I have to catch up. I always tell them, stop. Don't put it in my bag. Give me two. I said, I don't even eat it. See, I'm telling you what, I had a restaurant, I'd done all this. This shit right here will close you down. Can I have a napkin? Can you open your trunk? What the hell? A napkin is 2 to 3 at the most. Like witnessing. 2 to 3 at the most. And I don't get it. But you know, when you don't know, listen, we did it. We had a wing special, lunch special, $5.39. You get lemonade or tea. You get 10 wings and fries, celery, and a little, you get the dressing, blue cheese or ranch, either one of them. You could. But let me tell you what you start, $5.39. Hell, this been a long time ago, $5.35, that's it. And that's this back in the earlier 2000s. You might have had just right wing. Yeah, that was bad. Hell, I ain't did it last week now. This was hell no. Hell, Chinese folks are shit. I said, hell, we can't even do that. And we killed a cat. I know, hell, I know. Ain't that right? But so the thing is, you start doing your cost. I'm telling you what, start doing the cost on that. I had to start looking at the cost of the wings. Start looking at the cost of the fries. I had to start looking at shit you ain't kind of, that little plastic bag. Shit ain't free. Them napkins. You start doing your cost on when you buy a napkin, shit ain't 50 cents. I'm trying to figure out, damn, a napkin. Straw, when you buy cups, the lids is separate. And the straw. It's not a combo. You don't go buy a set of cup straw. Now, all this shit was separate. Then when you look at hot sauce come in a bottle like that. That shit that'd be $30. Folks, we selling fish. Hot sauce. One of these things. I want to bite the damn thing here and like put a little bit on your fish and wrap the other up. Them folks say, can I get some more? If you get pregnant by some, The hell you say? Then I'm dead. I used before I got into it. I did. You be like, that's like, for like 50 cents. You're like 50 cents. Getting your ass no 50 cents for them. When you see why, when you start paying, listen, a box of lids will cost you at $40. So you get through paying something, you like, I'm paying for some lids. Then, hey, bro, let me get 2 extra cups. Let me get a quarter. For a cup? It costs me. None of this shit free. You know, you just taking your mind, what's a cup? Let me take you at the store and let you shop and you see what a cup is. I'm telling you, none of this stuff ain't cheap. You start looking how much you spend. So when you start looking at, I just gave out a lunch special for $5.35. The hell you say? In this? Then, don't forget, I got to put the grease in him. And I got to pay the electric bill. And I got to pay somebody to give you this for $5.35. The hell you say? Shut it down. Don't do it. But I tell y'all this because a lot of times when y'all look at stuff, people look at things from, they ain't probably paying shit for that. Come on, you actually think the whole world walking around here paying for shit. You the only one. When you leave out, everybody get their money back. It's costing. That's why they try to tell people, employee theft, employees sitting on their ass on the hour, all that theft. Time is theft. People don't know. They paying you by the hour, your ass ain't did shit in 3 hours. That's theft. You just stole. And the company gonna have to pass the cost to somebody else. Because they start looking at what they paying out and what they getting ain't matching up. It look good on the surface, but let's just say you got, let's say you got 500 employees. And all of them steal 3-4 hours a week. That means you got no production done. You got nothing covered. How long you gonna be there before you tell me you can close the damn door? I know what happened. The CEO and them ass done stole some money. No, you and your lazy ass friends done stole the hell out the company. Y'all just had not been to work. That's why a lot of y'all do good, stay on the job and run your mouth. Like folks talking about folks won't get off phones and stuff like that. These folks paying you, the hell you on the phone for? When they hired you, tell them at the interview, say, yeah, I won't be on my phone until I'm working. They said, no problem, your ass won't be working anyway. It just stuff people, you start to deal with safety issue, your ass get hurt, workman comp come in, even on pay. This one got, look, hypothetically I got Canada, he at my job, he got hurt and he was on the phone. Clearly negative, workman comp ain't gonna pay it, but get what workman comp looking at? How many of these folks you let do shit like this? Come and take your premium up, or I'm finna drop your ass. See, y'all, I know, shit, oh, the world's so unfair. Oh, you know what happened? Business is so bad, all of them need to shut down. That's right, you won't have a damn job with you. See, because people not practical. I told y'all people not practical. People just think everything that folk get, you have more to cost, you get less of the benefits of it, you get less of the profit. The people getting paid get the profit. Because they get paid either way it go. The company got to make sure they create to stay open. See, you get people to start thinking as stealers and robbers and takers and teach them as builders. A lot of this shit we got now wouldn't be going on. You want to know why the world's so piss poor? You can't get people to do shit. People want hundreds of thousands of dollars to do nothing. Now they came back and they biting the people on the rent, the gas pump. Let's start looking at, shit, you get more money. I want more money too. Guess who I want to get paid more money? People that build your house, people that give you gas, give you energy. Y'all know everybody's striking. Nurses striking, bus drivers striking. So now when I ride the bus, what, I should go back and get a discount? When they decide they got to pay these railroad workers more money, who is this going to affect? It can't affect us. What trains don't do shit. They just ride around and smoke in your room on the table when you cut the lights off. You pour water in them and choo in your room. What trains do? Most of them don't know that. They thought train was on the damn train. I was Amtrak. They don't know trucking runs under the railroad agreement. Trucking is not on their own agreement. Trucking is under the railroad agreement. The railroad controller. So a lot of stuff people don't know, people do. I done enough shit to where I know a whole lot of stuff. I live life for they don't know shit. They know some job talk, water cooler shit, ain't done a damn thing in their life, sat their ass down and think they know business, ain't done shit. Tell them, say, go out here and just show me how much money you make by yourself. Can't do it. Can't do it. It takes something to create. That's why these people make what they make. People that create and they're innovative, that put things, they should be paid for it. Like Facebook, they can run their mouth. Did your ass come up with a program where everybody can talk to each other, send photos, and the CIA can lock your ass up? Then he need to be paid for it. Isn't that right? You didn't come up with it, did it? Oh, just ripping folk ass off. Let me get on my Facebook. Get on my WhatsApp. Just study damn talking. But the folk, they looking at, I'm innovative. I created something that people got to use. I'm going to get my money. Then all the workers sitting there, go to Google. They ask one to jump. They want what Mr. Google made. Shit don't even be practical in people thinking. You know what I'm saying? That's why the whole world is in a crisis now. Because everybody's greedy. Everybody wants what everybody else have. Versus get your space and learn what you do and learn how to be good at what you do. I learned that before I got bent. Start taking for get what people pay you to do. Shit like I do. Them folks tell, and them folks work for tell, never seen me coming in late. I ain't played. I know y'all different. Everybody different. Let me tell you the difference between people that got the mind to create and go. It's what time you do and you get ahead of people. I believe, no. I never did no shit like that. Just pop up and just ride my ass up right there because it don't show no creativity. I saw the motherfucker, that shit they do. I try to get in, I'm trying to get out. I try to get it knocked out. I had to get it moving and get it going. I was a thinker. They put shit in my hand. They let me know I can handle it and do it. I was a thinker. Everybody's just gonna sit right, don't make sense. I already know when you keep this shit up, when these folks ain't making no money, how many of y'all, most of them, they young, who remember Brown Trucking? He remember Brown Trucking? Brown Trucking, you pay good money. For a lot of money that folk consider good money, them folk making that shit in the 70s, 60s, they were making good money back then. You know why they went? Some lazy ass people like y'all, the fathers and mothers of people like y'all that shit Brown Trucking down. Got greedy. People got greedy. They wanted too much. They were already Viking. How many of y'all remember Viking transportation? Viking. Viking were paying $17, $18. This in like early 90s, late 80s. Hell, $18 an hour. What happened? Greedy ass people. Shut that damn thing down. Went out with, dropped their ass. And all of them, man, all the good jobs gonna fuck. Look at y'all too greedy. I'll pay y'all more than everybody. And they wanted more than that. You already made more than everybody. I want more than that. How the hell you want more than everybody when you already got more than everybody? Right. It's no end that people greed and people don't have appreciation. Years ago, I'm telling you what, the difference with us, our generation, I include me. When those people worked, Uncle Ted and them parent, my parent, them, those people worked, it was just about ethic and you gave people what they expect you to do. People now expect to get paid and don't do shit. That's why it's so pissed poor. Everybody want to sit in the office, don't touch shit, don't do shit. How shit gonna get made? It is. People don't want to do shit. Even with police, a lot of them, they don't want police no more. Hey, people knew police were a part of the community. Before a lot of them got caught, you had to block walk. You knew people, you had to know people, you had to talk to people. Hell, I don't want to do that. I just want to lock people ass up, shoot them and just drive. They said, I don't need this shit. Let me get a robot out here. I'm finna put y'all ass in the street. They don't even realize they got robots. They look at this robot. Listen, you can shoot the robot. So it ain't no matter. I thought your phone. You shot first. With the police, I got to leave human error of you decide. You got it's dark. Robot don't need no light on. Hell, it got infrared. It got shit to detect the gun. I ain't gonna miss. I ain't gonna shoot you and 15 other people. It is because a man made it. You know what I'm saying? But otherwise, they looking at get rid of people. They look at I ain't got time. You too costly. You too reckless, and all you do is complain and want more shit. I'm just being honest. And now, what's gonna happen? Everybody gonna wind up being servants. Cause once everybody else done got computerized and that's all you could do, we can't get nothing done. Which means how you gonna create money? Computers can do their own stuff. They got computers that fix computers. I don't need you. They're gonna put you out, and you ain't a worker. You don't know how to keep some skilled trade. Listen, y'all want to be smart. Tell y'all something, these kids get them. A lot of stuff we got to take y'all, get y'all some skilled trade. Y'all, listen, that computer shit finna wear out real quick. Go look at how many people Hewlett Packard putting it straight. You know, they realize people don't need PC. These phones putting your ass out of business. Every time they come to their phone, they keep making more and more innovative. I'm telling you what else. When last time you seen a camcorder for sale in the store? Y'all remember one time camcorder was hot as hell. You had a camcorder. Boy, that long shit in the court, running out here trying to record the police, around that street shit, you ain't got the wall. Ain't that right? The battery had back up. Phone do it all now. Every time they come out something, you're right, they pricing somebody else out. Even with regular camera, you went to the store, listen, it was nothing to spend $3,000, $1,500, $800 for a camera. All day, a good camera, hell, these things do it, and your ass one now, don't even worry about it. Take your picture, slide your ass right in there. And this is the thing about it. You said, man, I missed that picture. No worry. Try to get everybody in the room, all this shit here, and keep y'all, panorama. Hit the whole damn thing like that. You like, damn, everybody not done. I'm just telling you how it go. You know, people, you ain't got to be there. I can put y'all together. So as y'all see things continue to kind of progress, to change, to me the way to get innovative is get back creative, to learn how to start keeping certain trades and skills. Because a lot of stuff we done lost. I'm telling you, they done lost hands on doing it. I don't want no damn machine planting and plucking my food and pissing on my food. I don't want no robot piss on mine. Ain't that right? I want animal dung. Clean, right animal dung. Ain't that right? But at the end of the day, it's just we lost a lot of skill sets we had. How to deal with each other, how to be personal, everything that's computer. If I want to talk to you in your day, I text you. I hit me up on Snapchat. There's too many avenues to deal with your ass. I don't want no guy got to just see your ass through no. Bring your ass here. Where your ass at? All the drive over, date, let's go out. Damn, we can just phone sex, phone go out and eat and shit. You eat, I put my phone, watch me eat. This is eating together. We done took too much. I'm just the stuff that we did as people that you had to go pick a girl up. And you had to take her somewhere. Now, hell, it's everything over with now. You don't even go to the movie, Netflix and chill. Man, you couldn't pull that shit back there, bring no tape to no girl, huh? Or tape? She got her shit on. We going out to eat and go to the movie, man. Like, damn, we got to take this thing back to Blockbuster. That's it. You know that? Yeah. Y'all know what they're trying to tell you. Yeah, you're right. You better rewind it. Look at that damn thing. You finna get that bill. They be like, uh-oh. Your ass didn't rewind. Made you responsible for that tape. Isn't that right? Now, I don't know, man. Whole world just done changed. We're raising a different culture of people, and in order to get better, we got to teach them and educate them better. There's a lot of things we got to deal with. You know, I just brought up those few issues. Real talk is what we need if we're gonna get our people to being better. Because everybody's pretty much now just kind of falling into what they call the norm. But you just got to put the ab in front of that norm they got. It's abnormal. It's just better. It's not normal. People think it's normal because everybody's doing it. You don't have to consent to it. You don't have to follow it. We got to go back and start putting back principles and standards that we had. Oh, your word was your word. They don't know nothing about that. People born liars. Hell, folks come out later and tell them they was a baby, they was a little boy, but really it was a little girl. Just a born damn liar. That's where we at. Until you can treat people to take, and you learn how to operate. It was a time where people look at, they didn't have much, but they had integrity with it. We moved now to be a people where financially we have more. We ain't down to, I ain't got but $2 to my, well, not everybody, 50 cents, mom and dad don't get, they had 50 cents, but they weren't gonna steal and take nothing, they kept their integrity. They were gonna keep doing what they keep doing till they got paid. They was gonna do it. If they had to borrow something till I got paid Friday. Come Friday, you ain't gonna be looking for me, I'm gonna be looking for you. Now I can't find your ass don't know no days of the week. Really? We don't know what the days is. Now we're gonna play them games. You know what I'm saying? When I told you that, I was in a different dimension. Anything to make yourself right. People just, you got to teach your kids that when they say you're going to do something, you're going to do it. They say you're going to make up their bed, man. You ain't make a bed, you a little liar. Get your ass down and make them keep their word. I'm telling you, that's how you build character in kids. Like giving them responsibility. I told you before, you got to give them responsibility. That's how you build character. Call my car and say, listen, clean the bathroom. They just say, man, you was serious? Clean the bathroom. I gave you something to do. Be responsible for what you were given to do. Make up your bed. All these are things you teach them so they get out here and people get them commitments. If they get jobs, if they create something, you learn how to stay focused and stay with your commitment. Now it's money driven. Now integrity don't matter. As long as I get this. You got athletes, celebrities, they got money. Look at them. They ain't worth a damn. They ain't worth a damn. Look at Antonio Brown whole life. That man sitting in his house. I'm just being, and it's unfortunate. The system crashed him. Yeah, the system failed him. I gotta go with, I don't even, probably came out single parent home. A lot of these kids come out and it hurts us. Now, the big brother system crashed that system for him. Most of our kids are athletic and talented, and they know, now, this is what we look at. Well, we look at pretty much, where's the governmental system put our young men in? Where they put them at? Jail. You know what I gotta do? I'm gonna stop your mouth. I can't have y'all having that conversation. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take Eric, and I'm gonna let him get into a Division I school, single parent home. Then I'm gonna let him get up here, and he gonna let his little ass get in trouble. Same shit he was doing when he was in elementary. He gravitated to get in a little more trouble in high school. Now he in college, Coke can bail his ass out. Good. Now he make it to the big league. He get drafted. Now he get in here and feel like he slap up on some girl. Coach will get him out. Wrong thing. It's not gonna work. Now the news hit, she done filed charges, Eric ass finna go to jail. I gotta come and let Eric know we're gonna need the team to decide to separate from you. He done went made these big ass commitment, got their house, got this shit, promised this stuff, bought this fountain, flexing his ass out, got all this stuff, and now he done lost that damn contract. A lot of stuff we gave him was based off that contract. That's how they get ahead of themselves. He got a contract for 5 years paying $25 million. Hell, I let him lead a lot with a car. There's nothing for him to walk off and leave on signature because I know him. He getting paid 20 and his ass done messed up. Now we coming at his ass for this car. Y'all got me? We finna come at his ass. The jewelry he walked out with, he got based off of, he gonna pay. We coming at his ass. He done got some stuff. His girl got some shit. She ain't getting back a damn thing. Now his ass got so much problem stuff coming. Who know the easy thing for Eric to do right now? I need hand. Lanita, tell him what he need to do. What's the easy way out? Lawyer, counseling. What's the easy way out? Kill himself. Kill himself. That kills that what he said. So what happened to our young people? Where we put them at? Incarceration. I gave Eric a chance. Y'all clearly heard it. Didn't I give Eric a chance? Did Eric make something out of himself? I put Eric in a situation. Look at every time you watch these young black kids. If you watch, look at what they do in college. How it's amazing you keep getting out all this shit, this date rape, this stealing shit on tape. What you think I'm setting you up for? How the hell you beating tapes? Because I already know what we're going to get you at. I need you to get money. That's when I'm really crush your ass. Now let your ass make the right contract and they ain't going to cut the monkey ass fool. He can talk to who he want to. He can stick his hand in full face, run his car in and shit, get mad at his old lady, chase her ass down the street in the car, hit the back end and flip their ass around, and he don't realize this done got real serious. He come talk to me that, I can't even be talking to. I usually let him come to my house. I don't answer the phone now. You need to get you a lawyer. You need to get you a lawyer. It ain't the team lawyer either. Y'all don't think that's very interesting how these guys all get left out here, but college they get covered? You tell me a college got more pull than an NFL team? That don't make common sense. That don't make common sense. It makes sense that the college prep your ass to go to prison. And I and my white ass gave Eric black nigga ass an opportunity. Now if he screwed this up where the coach should have grabbed his ass the first time and said, listen, your ass finna be out of here, okay? Next time any shit come up here, you pack your shit and you getting out of here. And Eric started realize I can't afford to mess this up. I'm the first one in my family to get this far, and damn I'm finna screw this up, and my family counting on me. Real talk. We got that done. The girl ain't talking. She don't want to talk no news meter. She don't got no report to fill out. He looking like, shit, I'm untouchable. That's why I need him at. Because the next one get his ass, they finna get paid. And then y'all don't even probably pay attention to, all these teams, if you really think about it, it really make more sense to have a policy on his ass. Okay, let me tell you what don't make sense. Okay, let's do business. Business-wise, if I own a car, it don't make sense to have insurance on it. Why should I have insurance on the car? Like what could happen on my car? Accident. Stolen. So I got, can I borrow for something to see you? I'm just having, so I got this nigga ass who I'm finna give $25 million over 5 years. His ass can't flake out. His ass can't get hurt. I got on my cars. I got on my planes. I got on other shit I got around him. On everything else. I just ain't got on his ass. So how y'all don't know it might actually be more beneficial for his ass to flake out so I can regain the money he got. Because it don't make sense to just keep pouring away when he done walked out with $20.5 million of my damn money. Unless I had a policy on his ass. It's not good business sense to keep signing these many millions of dollars to these guys unless there's some way I'm recouping it when he screws up. It's one thing if he shows up. What if he don't show up? How do I get my money if he gets hurt? Unless I have a policy on his ass. At some point, y'all got to start thinking. There's too many guys flaking out. There's too many of them flaking out. And I'm still getting all this damn money. I'm at $125 million. You can't flake out? I go buy a $125 million building. I ain't going to buy no insurance on the building. It's brick and mortar. What could happen to it? Anything can happen to a brick and mortar. What, the builder can go to the club? No. The builder can get married. No. The builder can get a girlfriend and get to fight. No. Hold on for a minute. Are y'all serious? And I'm going to insure a $125 million building and I ain't going to put a damn thing on a player? If his ass flake out, play memory, concussion, into this shit, I ain't going to cover my investment? Nike, Adidas. I'm giving you $1 billion contract for life. I'm really trying to pay this? It don't make sense to insure you. I done locked $1 billion into one person. You can't die. Wow. It's amazing. I'm just learning all this shit with y'all. This brand new. They make common sense that all these people got all their money just throw in and don't insure these people. These people smart enough. Whitney Houston had insurance policy on her ass that she ain't getting a damn thing for Clyde had. Every one of the other ones have died and left him, and they had insurance policy and got more money off of them. But for some reason, the damn NFL ain't never came up with this plan, or the NBA. It's amazing. Just amazing. It's just amazing. They learn how to insure your name. Get your name and get paid off your name. But nobody thought about getting insurance policy. Okay, let me see. Why would they insure these? Why would I insure a singer? Because their voice. They can get on drugs. They can get drunk. They can do some shit crazy. Get paralyzed, anything like Teddy Pendergrass ass. I ain't going to put no policy on you. I'm just ready to pay. I'm just ready to pay. It makes sense to have policy. These people are smarter than you. They're smart. All these kids from Tony, these are Manchurian candidates. They activate their ass when they get ready, when they don't want to pay no more. You stand your ass up, you want to be a man, I'm going to show you. Manchurian candidate. Now you like a damn fool. Look at Ye. Anytime you open your mouth, ain't a smart thing come out of it. He'll start saying some stuff, then after a while he'll say some old crazy shit. And he say, yup, they just shot you. Manchurian candidate. Because they know you listening. It'll be that one dumb damn thing he said. Everything else, you just got to ignore it. It don't make sense. Throw everything. He tell you some truth. What he'll say some old stupid shit. You say, you know what? I can't. I love Hitler. There we see. What these people know about Hitler? He's bad. Bad. He killed Jewish people. See, so you can't say that unless you're going to educate your audience. And I'm telling you all this to tell you why. You got to start thinking above how these people think, or start projecting how these people are going to attack you. That's why we get off. That's why they throw us off all the time. Because we're not thinking. We keep thinking we're gonna lock arms. That somebody arm gonna get tired and let go. Somebody's hand gonna get sweaty. Don't count them. That's how they gonna work. They break you down because they'll start breaking down individual people. They start putting responsibility, pulling stuff up on people. Let me tell you how stuff works. How many of y'all remember that movie, Runaway Jury? Runaway Jury, Gene Hackman, John Cusack. And they showed you how they work their jury. It's just a movie. Don't pay it no attention because it don't happen that way. They really don't have people that you pick that experts that know how to pick a jury. That's what O.J. Simpson team did for him. They picked everybody on that jury. Most of y'all don't know that, though, do you? You pay those people. Their specialty is picking people. They watch how they sit. They study them. They watch their financial situation. They want to know about you. All that plays a part whether guilty or not. Your ass look, and Jesus just gave you a thought. They can't chance it. I got to weigh on everything about you, your responsibility, everything about you. I need to know if you had a criminal record. Is anybody, if I got you on a case and I got a client and my client is guilty of shooting a little girl, I'm finna put you on the stand. I want to pick you for a jury. What do you have, a little son? What do you have? Oh, a little girl. I ain't gonna be able to use her. Cause some shit might break her down and start crying. I'm gonna get a guilt out of her. All this gonna be important to me. All this gonna be important. I need somebody who look at women as they ass be getting over and be taking shit. A man can't have nothing. I need you on that jury. Cause in his mind, he can see the logic of why he killed her ass. I want to kill my damn old lady. Taking my damn money. That's what people get mad with, but look, I'm trying to free my client. I'm trying to exonerate my client. Who you think I'm gonna put on him? A fair and impartial jury? Everybody has to, you don't get on a jury unless they're prejudiced. Don't believe these people. That makes no damn sense. A prosecutor don't keep their job when they losing convictions. I pick people with a prejudice. Y'all gotta stop thinking, stop that dumb shit. Everybody has a prejudice. Why you think they picked you? Or why you think they don't pick you? You don't have the prejudice I want. Ooh, I had a TD folks though. Are you learning?
Yes, sir.
Don't ever trust these people. They always way ahead of you every time. They wreck these guys like they owe Antonio Brown a check. They owe him, they owe Ye, they owe these guys money. They wreck these guys' life. And part of it is this, and I tell all the time, this is why I get on y'all about your peer groups. You have to be in peer groups with people that check you on certain stuff. You need to be checked. Everybody need to be checked. Stop. What you doing? What, man, I'm just out here. We can't be out here. You know what this is? Because sometimes, see, you by yourself, you left your own devices. You need somebody to check you. Oh, my goodness. Man, we used to go out, we might ask about how I look. Want to make sure it look like somebody said, man, I won't wear no shit like that. You might get mad, but you go back and say, let me change it. You need somebody, you don't want to walk out there and catch your ass. You can't change no club. Somebody said, hell, where your friends at? You might got dressed in the dog. That hurt now. Somebody should have checked you before you went. Man, they had people who knew how to iron. Man, listen, we all got dressed. We at my club, we all shoot ball. We get to going to it, get dog. After that, we shower and change clothes. I call him, listen, man, somebody, man, do that. I pay. Iron mine for me. Put them. Somebody can lay that down iron. They come down that quick. You pay that down. I'll give you $5. Cause you going to club, you trying to get something. I know y'all ain't trying to get shit. You just wear your rank of stuff. Every time going, I was trying to hit. I was trying to hit every time. So hell, I still had to be right when I went. I tell one time I put on my cousin hit Dread Blue. I was down. I put that thing and locked that thing, put that hat on. Damn, boy, I look good in that thing. He said, "What the hell you doing?" I said, "I'm wedding." He said, "Your ass finna go to jail." He said, "You can't do that." I'm like, "Ain't nobody gonna tell." He said, "Man, you don't take my damn state." He lost it. But he wanna call me then. My ass finna be in the club. Huh? Man, I'm fighting with this country. Ain't that right? I'm fighting with this country. I'm just trying to get a little something. And I was trying to get back on the line. But I'm saying all that was important, you know, what you do and how you look and how you do stuff. You need people in your group to check you to make sure you kind of walk in a straight line. Keep it straight. You do. Checks and balances. You got to have it. These guys ain't got about checks and balances. The people with them are assholes and idiots. They so elated with being with them, they don't give a damn. They see they crashing going, but hell, you're throwing money around. You got fame, you got it. Instead of putting some in, what the hell you doing? Man, lose my number. It might hurt, but at some point, so he got to come back and look at the people who did try to tell him. Versus everybody want to kiss his ass, everybody want to ride the train, everybody want to go to the club and drink off his ass, everybody want to part off his ass. These ain't your friends. Just like Kanye, he got enough people that, I want to give him that respect. He has enough people that listen to his music, know his name. There should have been an outrage from people in the street protesting what he said. But unfortunately, the people that he fed are idiots. So they have no concept of what the hell is going on. They don't know what's going on, and he's a part of the mind altering of his people from the music he gave them. Why would they be conscious? Now, had you grabbed somebody who was a pro-black speaker, quote unquote, those people would be out there. See, even when you look at people with, what's the basketball player? Kyrie. You see how the Hebrew Israelite came out? Because he made some statements based upon the people that are conscious toward the name. Conscious. See how they came out though? See, that's the difference. Now, had he did some shit and it was just basketball, nobody showed up no shit like that. Because they get them people that, these just fans. They don't give a damn about them. They don't give a damn. These just ticket holders. These folks' ass just sit in seats. See, when you start to look at certain artists you reach, that's what brings people out. Oh, yeah. That's why he probably said, and now he probably blamed the fan. Oh, where the people at? Hell, they doing what you told them. You ain't sung shit and they wasn't doing shit. So don't expect shit. That's what I'm trying to help you out. You have to look at your audience. What have you been feeding your people? Come on for a minute. Come on, man. You got a kid, every time the kid comes to the doctor, something broke. Anybody finna talk to you? Huh? We got to examine the whole house. Let's look at what's going on. What you feeding them? If you ain't beating them, what you feeding them? What you giving them? See, this is when you realize shit ain't funny. Okay? This when shit ain't funny. When you make a statement and you become angry because you realize, hold on for a minute. I just realized I'm getting played. I'm finna stand up and be a man and say something. They're like, don't pull that shit now. Because you also part of the same shit you accuse them of doing. You done this shit to other artists that's under you. Okay, wow. All they got to pay artists under them fairly. They don't. Everybody do the same shit. That's how you bring them through. It's initiation. So now, when I feel like I'm finna shut everybody that down, how many people you did it to? Let's be practical. Let's listen to your message. Let's listen to the people that buy your message. What you empower them to do? You empower broke ass people to buy some shoes called sleazy. And what they doing with them? And them shoes help you do what? Those shoes advance you wear. And hey, Nike let you did it because they look at you dumb as hell and your people that listen, you dumb as hell. They can't afford these damn shoes. At a bus stop somewhere with them. Clean the hell out of them because that's all you got. Everything you got in them shoes. See, they don't teach. Look at your people. They use these guys, and I'm not trying to kill him. I'm just telling you, these guys don't look at how detrimental you become when you're a mouthpiece and you speaking out. That's why I always try to talk to y'all, give y'all some intelligence, at least give you something so it can be so you can make a decision. You know what I'm saying? Based off of some facts, some real ideas versus what they just keep giving you mainstream. You need that. I need something I can compare things against so I can see where I'm at and where I'm going. They don't allow you to do that. They don't allow you to do that. Most of that music shit just push you one way. Push one way. Met this girl, pissed in her mouth, shitted on her bag. Girl. Now the police come get me, and it's the wrong shit. I want to know where y'all at. Pissing in her mouth, shitting on her bag. Where you think we're going to be at? What did you tell us? You didn't empower us to be conscious. Don't get mad with your audience. What did you tell them? What did you teach them? You got to start looking at what are we giving our people? What are we giving our people to put them on a path of knowledge? It's okay. You can entertain yourself. Some of the music wouldn't hurt us if we weren't so damn far behind. If we weren't so damn depleted with knowledge, you could afford to play and listen to someone, and it wouldn't affect like white people. They can come out with a white comedy. Two gay white guys, and it will not affect their race. Because they know what they have in the home. They know what they're doing. They know the whole homosexual agenda is to take out the minority races. They can still have homosexuals, and they're going to come up with pills and treatment to treat them because they know. Why you think they got rehab? To get niggas straight? Don't you think I know my damn people gonna smoke this shit and drink this shit? I'm putting ass in Betty Ford. Y'all remember years ago, in-time white folk with y'all remember Betty Ford. Private. Nobody tell you shit. You can still get high, stay here and get quiet. We let y'all. When you go out here, it ain't the same. So it says checked into the Betty Ford. You remember that said how the Betty Ford Clinic? That ain't a rehab like the regular rehab. That's for special people. That's for white people. That's for people in a certain group. We're going to make sure we rehab them and teach them how to use it without becoming abusers to it. I just let your ass loose. You just smoke and drink and smoke, and your ass lose responsibility, your ass stay asleep. Now your ass ain't making commitment like a lot of these artists and athletes. Ass can't get them go to practice, ass can't rehearse. Now your ass get here, your ass can't sing, your ass out of here. You think they know Whitney was losing her voice before she did? They'll pay attention to it. You practice. That's amazing. Before Michael Jackson he died, what was that he was getting ready to do before he died? What was that? World tour. Lost to London went and shoot his ass. That wasn't a problem, huh? Nobody thought about that. Ain't that something? I'm finna do a concert. I'm finna travel around the globe, my last tour. Do you know you had to go see Lois of London so they can shoot them tickets? So y'all don't know nothing about this? You had to call the Lois of London so they can insure your ass. Because if I buy a ticket and your ass don't show, I want my damn money. Lois of London come back and say, hey, man, here go your money. Get your ass out from front of the door. Put them guns, get them damn signs and shit out of here, all this Freedom March shit. Here go your money. Get what Lois of London do. I need to check your ass out. They told y'all he wasn't healthy enough to do it. And they wouldn't insure his little sick ass. But your ass want to see him, he gonna run there and keep jumping on their damn toes, taking them pills. They know he was on dope. They know these bastards on dope. So you know they also let them know, you need to insure their ass. They'll be out of here in no time. Shaka Khan tried to tell y'all about them. That they pushed their ass into suicide. Man, let me tell you something, really. It's not really feasible to be an artist. I'm telling y'all why, really. Most of these people don't look at how much these people put in it. Y'all think they just jump up on that stage. You understand what practice time you got to put and do that? How little sleep, you keep going on shit over and over. Even after the concert, you still got to practice because you got another concert the next night. Your ass touring, doing a 52. You know how much traveling, how much time you sleep, your eating, practice, trying to be on time. Then trying to do something and come out and look like shit, we just jumped this out on the whim. Hell, I'm going to jump something on the whim before them pay their money. And that shit them folks want their money back. I was just there, they ain't just did shit. They practiced that. You thought it was just jumped off a whim. That shit you do when you first start rapping on them folks realize nobody paying for that shit. These people paying to hear this damn catalog. They don't like this. They don't like that. Y'all don't like that. Because, see, the world you live in, you just see people. I just want to do that. I just want to go and people just love me and people pay me. Them folks sit here and they realize something. Y'all ass fake. I'm fake too. Both our fake ass going to get through. The difference is I'm going to be paid and you're going to lose some money. Everybody pay because they can't afford to be original no more. What start off and what they like, the hometown boy who just throwing them down and doing it, he on the contract. You can't do that shit. I probably make a song probably once a week. Let me see your contract. Y'all don't know. They ran people out of business with shit like that. They don't know nothing about this. See, when they get you can't operate. You can't make no damn song on no whim. You got a contract. That contract hurt you and it help you. You know how rusty your ass get when I do this every 5 years. You got to produce one. What is Ed doing 4 years? Practicing for the 5. Ass out, playing, drinking, getting fat as hell. And he got to come on, he hollering, oh shit, I'm ready. Come and hear that shit. And this is why I got you at. When you do come here, believe it or not, he came from pretty good shit. I don't like it. You know you owe me that money back. Your ass going to jail. Let me tell you what I do know. I had Bobby Brown album, the one they crashed his ass on. I got rid of it though, damn. I know people had that when they did it. I heard it. It was actually pretty good to me. They purposely set up to crash his ass and put him out of business. Listen, man, Bobby was out dancing their ass. Bobby put that thing, he told your prerogative, he wasn't damn lying. His prerogative made everybody that want to know, I like your damn prerogative. You innovative, you jumping, you dancing, you young, you coming out, you got energy. They look like shit, he hurting the business. So put him on the contract. And when you come back, see, you can make that shit you want to, and they can love hell out of it. But I just be honest, me and the board listened to it, and that's not what we're looking for. Listen, he had to go back to the drawing board. You know how hard that shit, let me tell you what the problem is with this. He can help me correct me. Them did the shit him. Unlike sitting around here a couple of right, you had to pay them people that shit. Them people who played, their ass get paid. I don't have a damn thing to do about what they don't like. I know what I did and you paying me for this. But the company ain't paying a damn thing for it. Now we have a contract. Can you produce this album that I'm liking, that I'm going to put out here? If not, I'll see your ass in court. Now, guess what Ryan ready to do now? Give me some advice. Get him an attorney. Fight it. Go and find somebody to help him write. Kill his damn self. And I actually set it up, them option for you. Ain't no lawyer want to come against us. The lawyer you know us. And he looking like, yeah, my suggestion is settle with him. Settle? Where am I get that money from? Slide that gun across the table. Write it down. That's it. Enjoy yourself. See, a lot of stuff that y'all are like, want to run out here and do, even the athlete, to be a top-notch athlete, you just can't do regular practice. That's the practice for them. It's already somebody begging for your position. It's a constant of what you got to do. A lot of times how they made stuff we were kids, you want to be shit from TV. They never showed you the hard work. That's why they get on the drug. How the hell I'm going to stay up all the hours? I'm tired as hell from jumping and popping and saying, I'm tired as hell. I got to be right back up and practice tomorrow. I got a concert tomorrow night. And we leave, I got to be in another city, performing today, and I got to practice. Burnt out. I need some. Guess what? They always keep somebody right there with me, white boy. Take these. At first it's good. I mean, I'm up. Ain't like I'm no junkie. I'm doing mine because I'm trying to satisfy the people. After a while, I'm so effed up on this shit, I can't even show up. I'm strung out like hell. I start out hollering, I ain't no junkie. The hell you say? They keep people around you to keep you doped up. They keep people who can get you whatever medication to keep you doped up so they can keep you controlled. You can't ever afford to have a singer, an athlete, an actor, an entertainer, a speaker that got their own mind and you ain't got shit on them. Too dangerous. Y'all just need to know the truth. Y'all got it? Y'all just need to know the truth. Go ahead. I'm going to start. I'm going to be my own man. I'm going to stand up and be ready to die. Be ready to die. It take a lot of us to stand up. It take a lot of us to die to do what I'm doing. A lot of people. You just got to be willing to put on. I mean, you look at this. Take your cowardly little ass life, hide your ass from these crackers and keep kissing their ass. You still going to die. And you ain't got no integrity. I really go out like a man. I ain't kissing no ass. I ain't putting no pickle in my mouth. Y'all hear me? I ain't cutting no deals. At the end of the day, I got to be able to sleep at night. I got to be able to walk in the daytime. I got to feel good about me. End of the day, that's what's more important than anything. How you feel about you? Hello? I can get a job picking up trash. I ain't going to feel no less about myself. I'm doing an honest job, and I'm working. And I do it to the best of my ability. You'll complain and run your mouth and milly mouth your ass, and that's why you'll stay right where you at. All right. He told you got to be faithful over a few things. He'll make you rule over many. First thing they ask want to do, I want to rule over something. Your ass ain't never been consistent with nothing you've been given. I don't know where rule come from. They don't even run together. I ain't never done shit. I can't tell them tell me to do shit. I'm not innovative, but I want to be over something. Don't make sense. Even with Dawood, where he started at? How many? According to his brother. And guess what he did? Made him rule over many. He was faithful over a few things. That's why I put your rule. You know what some folks say? Shit, I ain't got time to watch no few sheep. See, I'm tell you about me. I can watch like 10,000 sheep at one time. Oh, you talking all them sheep edge getting snatched up. Study running my damn mouth. While I'm talking, he done gave me 10. I'm studying him talking. All the sheep going back down to 3. He said, that's why I gave you that number the first time. I knew what you can handle. There be people who tell what they can handle. People don't realize a lot of stuff more said than done. I know something. I can get him to do what he's doing. No, you can't. No, you can't. You're going to make an ass out yourself. That ain't everybody. I'm just telling you, you really got to care about what you do. For me, I care for the fact that I looked at, I was lied to. I saw a lot of fake people, even preachers, very fake. Very fake. I saw a lot of fake stuff that I thought people were genuine. I thought the world of them. And then you get in, you see behind the row, you were like, damn, these people really fake. You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow, I just never thought that people would do that. You learn this stuff about them. You realize, and I say, you know, it hurted me to a point not to say, well, hell, let me be one of them. Once you be different, Want you to be one of them that can do something different. I mean, I thought the previous, if you touch them, Holy Ghost will run in you. These people so powerful, and these people so sick. I don't think they walk like God be right here. You couldn't tell, you know what I'm saying? You like, ain't right. Full of shit. People just full of shit. They'll just run game and play you. So I looked at, won't you just be honest and straightforward with people and forthcoming and be truthful. People that want the truth and want people to be forthcoming to them, they'll respect it. They'd rather just keep up the little collage and just play and make a fool out you and waste a whole lot of time, you go nowhere. I try to tell y'all when I go ahead and I look at this honestly, and I look at it and say, process this to an understanding and what you know from the book that you can tie this to and correlate it, and it makes sense, and it's not just your own ideology. They'd rather tell you a lie, run somewhere way out, and you say, you know what? See, the man of God be giving him something different than what we see. That doesn't make sense. Because everything I got to believe has to be according as it's written. So if he giving you something that ain't written, I can't use it anyway. See, it ain't in now the man of God. See, God used the man of God. He'll show the man of God stuff that ain't in the book. Only problem I got is he only going to save me by me believing on what's written. So hypothetically, if he was, which I never believe Elohim is doing with these people, I couldn't use it anyway, not to believe it. You know what someone here thinking? But why not? If he said, he that among on me, believe on me, as the had. So if I tell you something that ain't scripturally read, and I'm saying he just gave it to me, how's it going to benefit you? See, because you know what happened again? Not processing. You got to put it in processing. You got to stop letting people leave out and keep going all through these corridors and taking you places that God is taking them and brought them back, and you can't use it. That's right. I just can't use it. Okay? I tell you do this. To give you an example so you understand. How y'all understand things? As a man, do this. Take your doodle and eat it and see if it's staying now. It's coming back out. Can't use it. And that's what I'm trying to get you. That's right. So taking things that these folks trying to give you about Elohim and you can't substantiate it through writings, you just can't use it. That's all. You just can't use it. I'm not going to beat myself and try to make myself use something. I just can't use it. It's important. Now, we have to go through these writings. We have to do a lot of corrective things. We have to look at things and consider it based off of behavior, based off of time period. People, why you got to use time period, because we got to look at how things were done and how they perceive things. Otherwise, you're going to be outdated. You're going to miss it. You're going to try to stay new creature. Your old creature couldn't be created unless it was an old one before it can be a new one. Y'all got it? That's how we're going to create the new one from the old one. Okay? By the old one, we start learning from the mistakes. We start learning the intent that he established from the beginning. So that's how we can measure to the new to make sure this lines up with what his intent was from the beginning. Y'all got me? See, I just can't be taking stuff. That's the difference, okay? I'm open to, if we find correction, I'll take it. Because it's not about me. It's not about me being right. It's not about me being better above anybody. It's about the truth. You need the truth. But I'll be honest with you, and we had these talks. Because if you won't be truthful with yourself about yourself, this is really not going to help you. And I wouldn't tell you no lie. You know what I'm saying? I could. You're just going to be killing time. You live a lie. You're a hypocrite. I don't know how to help you. See, but he came to say hypocrites, not as hypocrites. Y'all got it? That's just being honest. You identify the behavior. When he told them they were hypocrites. Y'all remember he told them? Whole book he called them what? Why were they hypocrites? Somebody tell me one thing they did. Tell them what they do. What they do? They made the evil small and the shekel great. But why you think he told them that? Because they knew better, and you need people to identify why. He couldn't help them by just saying you're a hypocrite. Exactly. I ain't helped her. Now, she got to wrestle her mind trying to figure out a hypocrite. What I do? It don't help him. He told me hypocrite. You pay tithes. How? Mint, anise, cumin. And what else you do? You omit it. When you omit, you didn't do something. The weightier matter of the Torah. Like what? Mercy, judgment, and shalom. These, and not to have left. Now I call you a hypocrite, but what else I left you in? That's all I'm trying to get the people to say. It don't benefit Jay Walker. You hypocrite. You fall pretend. Why? Tell me, at least let me know so I have an opportunity and I can decide. When he told the young man about what must he do to be saved, did the young man go off not knowing? You can keep the Torah, but there's still some other things he looked at that needed to be done. Because I see you holding these things in your heart. You're thinking these things are going to keep you. They're going to save you. Sell what you have and give to the poor. Now, you know what somebody's going to teach? They're going to start a church. Get what they call them. Sell what you have, give to the poor. Because that's what Jesus said. He told everybody to do that. He told Joseph or Arimathea, sell what he have and give it to the poor. Hell, he the one was able to go and buy the man body. He done sold everything. He be like, damn, I sold everything, gave it to the poor. He needed to leave the man rich. That wasn't the man hang up. See, some of y'all don't realize why certain things work, because some stuff you'll hang up. Yeah. Why the man walked out? The book told you why he walked out. I can't see pawn with my stuff. That's when he let them know, said easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to make it in the Malkut Elohim. They want to know then who can be saved, because they looking, we've been keeping the Torah. I thought for their perception, would tell me their perception would have people with money got to be saved. Why would God give it to them if he didn't love them? So what I look at when I don't have it? He don't love me, Kennedy. He don't love me because I don't have things. Because that's what he told. That's why he let them know. If that's your perception, a camel going through the eye of a needle is easier than you trying to make it in Malkut Elohim. If you don't have these conversations with our people, money is a major hang-up for the so-called black community. Being rich, being wealthy. Niggas don't just want, niggas, you know how I just want to make, quit lying. I want to be rich, nigga! Yeah. Dave Chappelle rich. Yeah. I want to go back and show everybody poor ass now how I came up. Because that's where our energy is at. Because a lot of what we do is trying to go and show people. He said, well, how about you take that? How about if I make you rich in good works? Go show that to people. Yeah, and I'm like, no, man, look at me, I ain't fornicating. Go to the club. Hey, y'all, I stopped drinking. Hey, man, security, get his ass out of here. Let me get another round for me and the guys. Nobody's got time. I don't want to see no stuff like that. People want to see physical things because this what make people feel good. But then what hurt you is when they take it from you, now you're in your life. What were you before you had it? Why you didn't kill yourself when you was a baby? Think about it. Your ass ain't had no teeth. Shitting on yourself, pissing on you. Just think about it. Huh? I'm making this up. What baby then? Your ass couldn't walk, little cripple ass. Huh? Little ass couldn't stay asleep. Little ass waking up every couple of little minutes and shit, pissing on yourself. Why you didn't kill yourself then? Huh? An enjoyment of life. You were growing. You were coming in. Things were going to change. You would have, it would have made sense to kid if you were going to stay crippled. See that? Things change. So when a bad situation come on, have things, why things can't change now? How long you stayed a baby? What, joy came in the morning? Huh? Being a baby might come in the night, but adulthood came in the morning? When you reach adulthood? Right after that? Right after you were born? Right after that first crippling? How long it took? What time? 20 years. Look at you. And now all of a sudden you get a couple of shit from these people and your ass ain't got it. Now I need to blow my damn brains. A life ain't worth living. See? That's how they program. We don't learn how to appreciate ourselves. We don't know how to appreciate life, try to look at our career. What's your intent for me? I don't want my intent. And unfortunately, they get your intent is to get a family, have a family, and take care of your family. Do it. No, he has an intent for you, a ruachni intent for you. He has an intent for every one of us. And it's your goal to go through here and look at making sure you manifest that and fulfill that. All these other things, he just give you this as you're going along. This is not your style. This stuff is borrowed. That's why you be a fool to think it's all yours. That's why he take it. He give it to whom he will. Same thing he tell Nebuchadnezzar. He took him and stripped his little ass down and let him sit right there, let the dude, stay your ass outside a little while. Let your hair grow out. Let your nails grow till it look like eagle claws. He said to the man came back, you know, he admitted. Most High rule in the Malkuth, Anashim, of men. And he learned, he realized, and he give it to whom he will. Because he surely Nebuchadnezzar got it because of his wisdom, his knowledge, because of his greatness. And he said, no, I give it to whom I will. So when you consider that, it makes you to want to acknowledge him. It makes you to want to serve him. Health, strength, everything you got come from him. And until you can get that in your mind, you won't ever get a peace or any type of tranquility. You got to realize everything comes. My sick day, I learned. That's where he want me today. No matter what I do, it's just like, this is where I want you at. And I want you to learn to be content. I don't need you mumbling and grumbling. I'm telling you a lot of stuff you learn in time. A younger man, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. That couldn't. Time just taught me that. You can't. I don't care what you do. You can change your diet. You can run. You can ride. You can do whatever you want. I just intend for the day ain't your day. I need to see how you take it. I intend for this week don't process the way you need it. I just need to see where you at. I need you to deal with yourself. Because sometimes sickness and situations will put you to where, guess what? When I ain't got nothing and nobody else around me, I got to deal with self. I just need to deal. I need you to process self without people. Because you know what, a lot of times, most of us here, everywhere, we mostly judge ourselves by people that tell us whether or not we're good or bad. It is. That's what tell you if everything all right or not, based off other people. And we don't look at our relationship. Our relationship with him mandates where we are. I don't have to have things. I don't have to have the health to be right with him. And a lot of times we do. If I'm healthy and I'm doing well financially, that means I'm good with God, as people would say. How? You tell me all these people with money are good with Elohim? No, but see, we'll look at that. We'll look at, and sometimes it just gets you to stop the show. I have somebody he look at, like he told me with EU, have you even considered my abode? Have you ever thought about when you're going through it and he stripped you from things just so somebody could see you to say, have you considered that person? Somehow we lose $5, $20, $100. My world is done. I knew I wasn't going to be saved. I lost $100. He knew I needed to pay that bill. He unhappy with me. I know all y'all going to go to heaven and I'm going to be the one going to hell because I lost $100. I lost $100. Now I'm going to burn in Sheol because I started doing what people do. You grade yourself by things. You grade yourself by people. This is why it's important for us to make sure. Don't make people your objective for salvation. Salvation is something you got to sit down and measure out for yourself. That's it. It's a lot of stuff people can do for you. This one you got to do for yourself. I'm just being honest. A lot of people people think it's a couple deal. If my spouse got it and I get part of it. No, every individual got to get it for themselves. Every man, every boy, every girl, every child. You can't give it to your kids. You can leave them in the house. You can leave them in the car. You can leave them in the bank account, the saving account. You can leave them in the 401k. You can leave them the profit share. You can leave them the pension. You can't leave them salvation. So we have to have these real conversations where we talk about things so people can consider. Do y'all ever sit down and really consider? I don't sleep a lot, so I wake up, even though I pull out again. I wake up again, I pull out again. I start taking for granted I woke up that one time. The way I said, I could have woke up the first time, but not the next one. Stuff you just stop taking for granted. Well, woo is over. I might not make it through the day. So I want to consider as I'm going. You know what I'm saying? We take a lot can change it. You know how many people lives here unraveled in a day? He ain't told you about boasting on the mark. He said, you don't know what a day gonna bring. So when you do that, it makes me look to, how about since you know? Let's do like Pharaoh. Y'all remember when Joseph came to Mizraim? They called Joseph, when he came to Mizraim? Do anybody remember? Yes. And there was revealed Kazum revelation about a dream that Pharaoh had. Nobody can interpret it. And when he came to tell them what the interpretation of what the dream was, the column moved, Pharaoh sat back and looked at it. Since nobody else didn't know it, since you knew it, I don't see nobody being wise and smarter than you. How about we set you over the whole thing? It's a benefit to have a man that can see something nobody else could see. Somebody that can put us in line that get us through the good times. Somebody, when the economy is sparking and going, hell, you can almost make money doing anything. But when they get bad, they look at this is where you weather the storm at. And he set a man up that could get us through the storm. That's why I'm still with him. See, I don't need that God. They God on the good and the good time. When Kobe came, he ran that little chicken ass out of there. I'd have told him don't bring his ass. He'd usher me. I said, close that down. Don't let him back in here. What you need to go? He ran off on your ass in COVID. I need somebody wide enough discreet. He gonna be with me whenever. They shut the doors up for 3 years. I don't know how you, where your power? I mean, it's a joke. For 3 years, you and your God been missing. And you run your ass in here with all that noise and band playing and want to hug now. Couldn't nobody stand 6 feet near your ass. That's what they God put them. That's what, and get what? Our Elohim showed up and we still pressed our way. Door were open. Pressed through it, we still made it. We couldn't gonna cover. We had service at the front, we had service in the back. We pressed out. When the Muhar came, we said, well, we're gonna shut down. He understand. He said, these are my Muhar and you should keep them. And that's what we kept. Y'all hear me? But it's all, that's what I'm saying. These people serve God. They clearly see. Listen, Esther said, did your God have a problem with y'all not showing for 3 years? My God understand. It's crazy. So all I had to do is COVID come out, everything shut down, and y'all God run. How hard they beat their God? All you got to holler, COVID, he gone. He gone 3 years. And the people don't realize how ridiculous their belief is. I appreciate what I've learned about Elohim. I appreciate the information. I appreciate having confidence in. When COVID came, nobody knew how drastic it was going to be. We just knew everything shut down around us. Nobody knew how long that was going to be. Was that going to be the new world from now on? Now people come out, it's still existing, going. I appreciate you. He still showed in the midst of it, he kept us. That he just gave the company enough. He kept us. I appreciate that. He kept me. It ran through. It was hard. We made it though, didn't we? We made it, and that's why we keep coming back and we get it, and we want this intelligence. We appreciate it. We haven't blamed it for it. We appreciate it because it showed you where the diehards were. Y'all got it? That stuff, that Christian talk, that stuff don't move me. I already know. Hell, COVID, whole damn thing shut down. All you got to do is put a note on their door by order of the local government. Nobody can have service. Their ass going, we came here and we had service. Police been here, state patrol been here because we were pressing. Ain't that right? We did what we could to get in here and do what the man commanded us to do. He commanded us to be here. Y'all hear me? They claim that God told them to be somewhere. Shut the whole thing down. I appreciate Mr. Yahuwah. Y'all young people, y'all got a pattern to go. If it ain't worth dying for, leave it alone. Ain't that right? Don't do it. If it ain't worth dying, don't do it. This is what we in. We got to die anyway. You're going to die anyway. You might as well put your life up for something that's going to get you eternal life. That's why we're here. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
I get ready to talk to y'all. Y'all don't look too happy now. Hurt their feeling about their jobs and lazy ass and non-commitment ass, the whole nine. At the end of the day, that's just where people at. And that's how far you go in life. That's just being honest. You learn how to appreciate the little things he do. And when he do the other thing, you start to see it work itself on out. That's just being honest. It work itself out. Through it all, we made it. Made no mistake. We made it. People say, I lost. You didn't lose your life. Ain't that right? He'll keep them. That's just being honest. Listen, really, things will keep you from seeing him sometimes. It takes things to be moved so you see him. That's what, I mean, Yeshayahu said he didn't see Yahuwah until Uzziyahu moved. He said, not till he died. He said, that's when I seen him. Sometimes things need to run out. Things need to be a change so you can see him. Sometimes money and things, it'll block your vision. It will. Things will get you, it'll block it. You won't see it because you'll be so caught up in the thing, you'll miss how he working. Y'all got it? Okay. Don't worry about it. Just think everything got to happen by your hand. Romans 15:4. Listen to the book. To the Sefer.
For whatever Nikatab before.
Whatever was written before.
Nikatab to Lamadas.
It was only written to teach us, to show us, and to instruct us. Those are the key things you always need to remember whenever you hear the word lamed. To show us, to teach us, and to instruct us. You couldn't know anything unless it was written. Y'all got it? That's why it makes sense to teach. And I feel good about the fact, we'll look at something. Come on. So that through
endurance,
going through without quitting,
and through the nakum of the
comfort
Ketubim,
of the writings,
we might have tikva.
That's what we're looking at. Let's see if that's Say that Romans 14. Drop down about 12, 14, 14. Let's see 12. Listen, what he got here? Romans chapter 14, verse 12. Let's how this read out. Let's see. Listen.
Behold, every one of us shall give an account of his nephesh to Elohim. Therefore, let us not chafet one another any longer, but this shall be your mashpat, that no east shall give in the pani of his ox a stumbling block or an obstacle.
Y'all hear that? A stumbling block or an obstacle. What do y'all get from that? Hands. Everything spark your mind. Memory. Oh, I got Ryan. What's going on, Ryan? That close-up seat. I like that. What you got? What about it? That's right. That's right. See, so, and what you said spark your mind, that's what's supposed to happen when y'all reading. That's why we can follow Shaul's letters. And I told you one of my favorite writers is Shaul. I think he's most eloquent in speaking and in writing, because you can always reference this stuff back. Not that you can't with others. It was important. The person that I had to, you wouldn't let me put something in front if you saw it coming, would you? Which means I know you don't know any better. And he know, according to this, and you went to, I think it was in the book of Allah Dabarim, when they talked about cursed is the one that caused the blind to go out of the way. And all the Adah told them, they said Aman to it. All of the curse he gave them, they said Aman to it. If you called the blind and go out of the way and cause them to stumble, everybody said Amen, then you ought to be cursed. Something ought to happen to you. So now he's letting us know about, therefore, let us not mashpat one another any longer, but this shall be your mashpat, that no ish shall give in the presence of his ox a stumbling block or an obstacle, because you're causing a fall. Hello? And now these are things we want to look at. Now, what stumbling blocks we're going to look at? We're going to look at a literal physical block brought in. That's some thing we can do to one another causing the fall. See, first, it was obstacles people put in the way that caused you to go out the way, caused you to go the long way around. He said, something wrong with you if you'll do that to him. He said, something wrong with you would literally put something in front of your Akeem, your brothers, or your Akut, your sisters, that you will put it and know that this going to cause them to fall. He said, this going to be your monster. Don't worry about it, Judge. He said, this will prove you out. This will find you out. Because the sentence has already been given. The Adah already agreed to it. We consented to it. We said our mind to it. Anybody calls the blind and go out away causing the stumble, the Adah all agreed our mind to it. So be it. So now if you went and done it, we already consented. So now we have to look at these things, because now what I'm trying to do now with self, I want to be us. I want us to be honest with each other to the end to make sure that we are genuine with one another. And that comes with some hard things that have to be said. But at the end of the day, you want to be honest, because if you don't, it could be almost symbolism to putting a stumbling block in front of you. Because if it's something you're doing that's holding you up and keeping you back, it's just as bad as me putting something in front of you to keep you out of the way. There are things that we do and might not be knowledgeable of and don't realize this is a hindrance to you. This can be a snare. Y'all got it? Which is a trap. And he told you a man don't set a trap out, he don't pick it up till they done call with intent to get it. So now he come back to say, okay, warn these people concerning these snares and traps in front of them, because I'm ready to take them up. I caught what I intended to get. That's how we go. Let's say that 58 and 1, Yeshayahu. You said what now? Wow, it's tight. Yeshayahu 58:1. But the man says not. Yeshayahu 58:1. It's tight. We had to see what it's saying. Listen.
Cry aloud, do not hold back.
Mm-hmm.
Coom up your call like a chauffeur,
And do what?
and declare to my arm their transgression, and to the beth of your code their kataim.
Otherwise, this is going to be your mosh pot. So it's a stumbling block. That's why it was so essential. We talk about essential. It was essential for him to come. It makes a difference when you know what words mean. If he came, he sounded essential. That means I'm promoting something. You got it? So it was beneficial for him to come and tell us about things we didn't know. There were things people really didn't know. Like, I didn't know I was a hypocrite. But he could explain it to you in a way to where you knew it and you didn't realize, brother, that's a stumbling block in front of you. Now, if you continue, then you'll fall on your own. Just like with Yeshayahu, cry loud. Hey! I'm trying to get your attention. Something finna happen to you. I saved your life. And that's what he tried to give him to do. Ain't that why he said lift it up? Because everybody knew that a teruah was a sound of assembling or it was a warning for war. So he said when you lift it up, I don't want somebody, he want to lift every voice. No. Well, how am I going to lift it up? Hey. Like a trumpet. Like a teruah. Like a blast. Because they were men. How? I don't know. How I know anything above this ain't already lifted? He said, no, I want you to speak it out loud like a teruah. Blow it out where the camps can hear it, where people can assemble, where you can warn people. He said, and then show them. Because they didn't see this was a stumbling block. They didn't know they had kataim. That's, this is what people will do typically too. I've been guilty of it. We all say it, no doubt. Maybe some. How, as Yahushua said, had I been back there in the days of my abbas, he said, your own mouth condemns you. Mm-hmm. He said, your mouth built those kubar, those graves that they lay in. He said, you'd have did the same thing. None of us would have did no different. Mm. We did the same thing. You process things a certain way, especially when it's customary that that's what they do. Now somebody comes in and you tear down what we've been doing, just like when we drank, when we fornicated, when we shacked up, when we committed acts, whatever it was, homosexual, whatever it was. We did them in believing we weren't bad people. Because a lot of people do it, and customarily what people do. Drinking is a sign of celebration and happiness. So you could justify it. Then he come down and told us it's not good for a malak to drink wine. Mm-hmm. He started telling how you're err in vision.
That's right.
You'll
stumble.
Where's that? So what if I didn't tell you about that with drinking? What did I just do?
Stumbling block.
Stumbling block. I could have told you about that, Ryan. Hypothetically, I could have told you about it. You know, I said, I ain't the one put it there. He drunk that on his own. He said, but you could have lifted up your voice. You could have warned him. You could have showed him. See, he said, and this will be your mosh pot. See, sometimes what we get caught up at, I ain't putting that in front of that brother. That brother did it his own. But I seen I at least could have told you about it. You've been pissed all you want, but you've been warned. Yeah, you've been warned though. See, that's where we got to be with each other. But when we kind of hold ourselves and don't address things with each other and don't learn how to be, you could tell people in a way that I hate you, or I could tell you in a way that you know it comes from a good place. Because if a person intended for you to be saved and it's given to you right, you should receive it. You should receive it if it's help. If you think you might be pissed right the moment, but if you really process thinking, you ought to really sit back and say, he really helped me. Or she, if somebody gave you information. And that's where we got to be. Sometimes people don't want to hear it. It's got to come in their time. When I'm ready, when I'm good and ready, that's stuff you say when you're back in the world. When I'm good and ready, I'll stop. He said, now is the day of Yeshua. And giving no offense in it, the day is the day of salvation. It's that important that we understand how we have to communicate with each other and how important the communication is. Because we are pride, or matah. That's the word matah for us, or pride, or tribe. And in order for that tribe to survive, everybody has to put something in. Everybody in the tribe are not hunters. Everybody in the tribe might not be baby bearers, but they'll be supporters to help take care of the kids. If you kill it and bring it, I'll clean it and cook it. And we'll all do things. There'll be people that'll be tent builders. There'll be people that sit down that'll make the weapons. I know how to make them, and you can throw them. And there'll be people that can train people, because everything that everybody, you give people assignments, because this is important in order for the matah to stay together, for us to continue to thrive. Y'all got it? And that's what we have to be able to look at. The things he give us is so we'll thrive. Can we look up what the word thrive is, please? Thrive. Of a child, animal, or plant, grow or develop well or vigorously. Prosper, flourish. That's what we're trying to do. That's what we're trying to do. So when he told Yahushua, who they would call Joshua, he told him about when he walked. Can we look at that, please? In the first chapter of the book of Yahushua, they're called Joshua. Yahushua. Yahushua. Let's see something. Let's see. Listen.
Now it came about after the moot of Mushah, the abad of Yahuwah,
the servant,
that Yahuwah spoke to Yahushua, the ben of Nun, the Sharath of Mushah, saying,
the servant of Mushah.
Mushah, my abad is moot. Now therefore, Kum, cross this Yarden, you and all this to the Arats which I am given to them, to the Beni of Yasharal.
Let me ask y'all a question. Who in here don't remember what Yarden means? Who doesn't know? Yarden. Good. Defend. Let me ask you a question. If I'm crossing over something that's called defend, what I'm getting ready to do? Play? Eat supper? That's what we got to do. I guess that's why we haven't fought the good fight. Because you hadn't crossed yet where you need to defend. Hello? That's why you start to take protective measures. Start taking protective measures. Start looking at things that's going to secure your existence. That's why you cross them over a place called defend. Now I'm crossing over defend. Ain't nothing in my mind, I'm getting ready to have the battle. I'm in for a fight. I'm crossing defend. You see what I'm saying? Certain things, because the wording has meaning to it, it allows people to know just from the announcing of the language. It tells you what you're getting ready to do. You're going to defend. Mushah is moot. Now I want you to kum. I want you to get up and cross over Yarden. Defend. Same thing Yahushua. Y'all don't know why Yahushua coming back here? Hello? He coming to defend. What y'all think when told when he got up? What you think they told him when he was in the Kaaba? Ain't but one thing come behind that. Defend. That's why he told you he coming with, what was it? Cloud. And every eye gonna see him. And all them that pierced him. Mercy. Grace and peace. Amen. All the people said amen to it. I consent to it. When he get up, that's all he know to do when he come back. As Bishop said, and he ain't coming back for no grace and repentance. He coming back to defend. Y'all don't, so when he got Mushah wasn't dead. The next thing he looked at, I got to get ready to defend. Listen.
Every Malkum on which the soul of your regal treads upon it, I have given it to you, just as I spoke to Mushah. From a Mabar and this Lebanon, even unto the great Nahar, the Nahar Euphrates, all the Arats of the Kittite, and unto the great
Hold on
Yom.
for a second. No, we fine. You are done. What did I say? You are done defend? Sin? Oh, you are done to sin? Look at what he said. Descender? Well, put it up there, let me see. So you can see it. You are done descend? Somebody snoring? Oh. He ain't got asthma, do he? He get that from his grandmama's side. You are done, meaning a descender. They put Jordan to descend, to go downward, to go to a lower region as the shore, a boundary, the enemy, etc., to fall, to bring down, and all above. Okay, we'll work that down. Let's see. What you got now since we said that? Fourth chapter of the book of Ephesians, 4 and 8. Transition quick. 4 and 8. Ephesians. Y'all done. I don't know why I look defend. Ephesians. Let's see. He still ain't coming back for no grace and repentance. Listen, is the heat on? He ain't got to cut no air. I was just making sure. All right, listen.
Therefore, it says, when he ascended on high.
When he did what?
Ascended on high.
And he did tell him to do what first? Coon.
Yes, sir.
Okay, he just told the man to get up, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
All right, when he ascended up on high, tell him what he did.
He led captivity captive.
And did what?
And gave Barak unto Anashim.
Tell him what happened.
Now that he ascended and said
that he cooned up.
What is it but that he also had descended first?
I told him don't take long to transition. That quick. And still be right.
That's right.
I just cut it short and still be right. See, I can still tie the book. All I just need to know what it is. Put it up, I get it. See, he had to coon first because that's what he told him to do. Then he told him to coon. Then told him y'all done, descend. Mm-hmm. That's what we do. See that? And then he told you he descended where?
Into the lower parts of the Arats.
That's where the enemy at. Put him right down now. I had to go down and get us out. He told you what he came to do. Hold what you got. Pick me up, son, at the 4th chapter of the book of Oriah, 4:16. Don't take that long. 4:16, Oriah. That's why I told you I don't want my job. You got to be able to correct and still keep moving. And then you still got to be right. 4:16, Oriah they call Luke. Listen what happened.
He came to Nazareth,
wow,
where he grew up there. Mm-hmm. And according to his custom, he went to the bed of the synagogue on the Yom of Shabbat and stood up to read on the scroll.
Tell him what happened.
The scroll of the Nabi Yeshayahu was given to him, and he opened the scroll and found the Malkum where it was Katab on it.
Come on.
The Ruach of Yahuwah is upon me.
Tell him why, son.
In order to Mashiach me.
See that? In order to anoint him. That's what Mashiach means. To anoint. Listen.
To bring tube news to the humble.
And see, we look at tube news. Guess what? I just got $5. Good news for them was the news that they were getting ready to be delivered. So they're telling me, I come to preach. You heard the Christian. See, I'm about the good news of Jesus. These folks bringing captivity. That's not good news. He will bring it. Listen to the news.
He has shalak me to care for the brokenhearted.
See that? To care for the brokenhearted.
To proclaim freedom for the exiles.
Oh my goodness. And do what else?
For the blind and opening release. To send the oppressed away free. Mm-hmm. To proclaim a Shana of Kassid for Yahuwah.
He was claiming the year of freedom to his people. And the only way to do that is to go on and get us out. Hold what you got. Pick me up at the book of 29, 27, Matthew 27, 50. I take 50. 27:50. Matthew. And we'll come back and we'll finish that up. What you got? Listen.
But Yahushua sighed out again with a loud call, and his ruach departed. And behold, the curtain of the Mashkan was torn from top to bottom in two pieces. The rocks quaked, and the sewer were split.
The rocks were split.
The tombs were opened, and many other Kodash ones sleeping in the dusty Adumah were awakened.
When was this? Go ahead.
They came forth from the Kubar after his resurrection and entered into the Kodash city.
That's why he told him the Yarden to descend. That's what he was trying to tell in Orion. That he came to heal the brokenhearted. I came to set at liberty them that are bruised, and I came to set the captives free.
That's right.
A man can't get out the grave on his own. That's why he had to descend. That's why he was trying to tell them it was fulfilled in their hearing. He said, that's why I came. I came to say, you talking about good news. When these niggas told you some news like this? I don't be listening to these folks. These folks be taking good news like you just said, like it's a joke. That man said, I got news for you. I came to set them free. Hello? Hold what you got. See if that the 41st chapter of the book of Barashit. They call it Genesis. See if that 41 and 8. Let's see. What's up, my man? Listen.
And it came to pass, in the morning, his ruach was troubled. So he Shalak and Kara for all the magicians of Mizraim and all its wise unashamed. And Pharaoh told them his kalamut, but there was no interpreter of them to Pharaoh. Then the Rosh cupbearer spoke to Pharaoh, saying,
What did it say?
I mentioned of my kata this yom.
You mentioned of your sin today? What happened?
Pharaoh was furious with his abadim, and he put me in confinement in the bed of the captain of the bodyguard, both me and the Rosh baker.
Listen.
We kalamut on the same layla.
Dreamed the same day. What happened?
He and I, we each kalamut according to the interpretation of his own kalamut.
Yeah.
Now a Abri youth was with us there.
He was with y'all in the prison? Go ahead.
A abad of the captain of the bodyguard, and we related them to him.
And told him.
He interpreted our kalamut for us.
What happened?
To each one he interpreted according to his own kalamut.
Listen.
And it came to pass, as he interpreted for us, so it happened.
Just like he told it. That's how it happened. What happened, Lee?
He restored me in my office, but he hanged him. Then Pharaoh, Shalak, and Yakra for Joseph, and they made him hasten from the dungeon. And when he had shaved himself and changed his clothes, he came to Pharaoh.
Let me ask you a question. Now, they hastened and got him from Yarden, which was the sin. Where was he before he descended? Up. Like he was the second highest ruler in his master's house. So he cooned. Then he had the Yarden. He had to descend into the lower part, into the dungeon. That's where the enemies were. He told you I came to set the captives free. Hello? I hear the brokenhearted. After he told the chief baker, as he had told the chief cupbearer that he was going to restore him, that sure was some good news. Because he told the chief baker what was going to happen to him. After he told me his interpretation, he saw them birds sitting up there in his hat. He said, oh yeah, he going to cut your head off your shoulder. You're going to be hanged. He said, but me, he restored me back. Kind of remind you of the 23rd writing of Tahaleen. He restored my soul. That's how they understood it. He said he put me back in my position. That's why Yahushua told him, restore to me what I had before. That's why he know he restored my soul. The cup, he said, I was the chief cupbearer. And now he said, I'm number 2. That man restored me my position. Yahushua said, restored my soul. So he told him how he came to set the captive free. There are things you automatically process and start understanding. See, you ain't gonna believe how I know this. Because what was written aforetime, it was only written for our alignment. That's how I can understand him now, why Yosef was sent down to prison on a false accusation for no qatar of his own. He was sent there, just like Yahushua. Huh? We had to get a clean man that could set us free. Wouldn't it make no sense? He was guilty of the same violation we had to come to set us free. You couldn't help us. We needed somebody to come there with innocent. Y'all got it? Somebody had authority to be able to loose and get us free. Y'all got it? So all these are things that's important for you to understand and process. That everybody that went through these characters, he said, that's my role you playing. All these people just playing his role. None of these people had no idea in the working of what they were doing, that you just role playing something. He said, I'm going to literally do it for them. Hello? I'm going to literally restore these people back to their position. And that's why we serving them. See, you come here and you doing it because you looking, I don't want nothing to happen. I don't want nothing to happen to me either, but I need something to happen. Y'all got it? I don't want eternal damnation to happen. I need salvation to happen. You're only seeking for nothing to happen to you, but something has to happen to you to get you to salvation. Hello? Even with the chief baker. You think he held that position the same way he did when he looked at, this man took me down. How you look at Pharaoh? This man took me down. And another man went down me the same day and he died. And I've been restored. You can make sure I'll hold the position a little better than I did before. I'll acknowledge it better because I know where I should be. I know where I came from. And I know where I'm at. So now y'all guys, y'all just say, you don't have no idea what you're doing. You had never considered. That's how easy and that's how quick your life can be gone from you. That he'll set 2 people, one he'll kill, the other one he'll keep. Hello? He told you that. Be 2 men in bed. He said one be taken away, the other be left. All these things we say here, it happened in Mizraim with 2 of them in one bed. He took one and left one. Everybody didn't come out. It depends on where you at. That's why it's so important to keep an inventory of things you got and what you're really trying to do. What's your real intent for why you're trying to get what you got? People say, I want to get money. That's a big thing for our people. Talking like you got money, looking like you got money, acting like you got money, being with people got money. What you really trying to do? Because money really don't make you happy like that. Money don't make problems go away. People tell you that lie. It really don't. It create problems. Because it's a fight to keep money. Everybody around you want money. Everybody need money. So it costs you to have it. A lot of people think if I get it, I can just shut your mouth. You get it, you got to keep it. Hello? Whatever you get, you got to keep it. Yahushua came down here with all authority, and he had to fight to keep it. The man died to get it. People want so much, but they don't want to put the real time in. It's like salvation. You need to be real with yourself. I'm real enough myself being with y'all. If I don't want to do this, I ain't going to do it. I don't want to do it, I ain't going to do it. It don't make sense for me not to do it, though. That's why I'm here. I ain't wrestling with it. I ain't trying to configure and let's see, maybe it's something else out there. I tell people, be good with what you got. I spend a lot of time fighting religions. Let people do what they want to do. At the end of that, even Yahushua told him, he said, let them alone. He said, the blind lead the blind. When he went around preaching other than, when did he go and preach to the Canaanites now? The Amorite and the Hittite and the Jebusite. Who remember? Y'all look that up. When he went and he proclaimed it to the Jebusites and the Hittites and all these people. He used these people to us as role models of looking at, this is what you don't want to do. He looked at you like he told you. He said, I came to my own. Ain't that right? And came to his own. And that's all we're trying to do, is get the people that's minded to sit down and consider. It ain't just a race, it's a people that restrict themselves to a belief. You can't be open. I know some of y'all are well certain look, but I ain't looking like I'm trying to be in it. I'm just trying to see what people know. Guess who ain't doing it? Me, nigga. Listen, I'll be a fool to tell you ain't no more knowledge out here beside me. There's a whole lot of other knowledge out here. There's a whole lot of better other teachers and preachers. You know the problem with a lot of these people? They're not honest. They're not honest. They're not honest. I ain't saying everybody. A lot of them not honest. It's all a facade. That's all. Everybody trying to play the game. Who know the most? How much of this can you really obey? That's all I want to get to. How much of this can you obey? Hello? I'm just being honest. At the end of the day, I need you to be able to give it to me where I can understand it. So I'm that type of person. I need to understand it for me to do it. I can't do this thing. Just do it. Don't worry about understanding. I don't process that well. I did that my whole life. I jumped in cars with people. I did a lot of stuff because I didn't understand it. I refuse to do that again. I have to understand it for me to do it. When I look at something, I have to process it and say, do you really understand that? I look at stuff, even in school, you will do stuff, you realize you're a reciter. You really don't know what you're doing. People learn how to, like people tell you, they'll get a book, their kid read, and you start realizing, this kid not reading, this kid reciting. I'll take those words and put them on another book on a page and change them to order. And the kid couldn't identify the same word just because they learn how to recite. And that's how they get you with religion. Most people reciters. They don't really know it. They don't want to know it. And we'll push away from English. I speak English. It wouldn't make sense for you to come speak to me anything other than English. When you give me this language, I need to understand it. I got to understand what I'm doing on both ends. I don't want to learn no more English. I was about to get rid of English altogether. This is the language that I speak. This is what was given. On the day of Ukkar Shabuah, when he spoke to them, guess what language they heard? Every man heard them speak in his own language wherein he was born. And you know what they said? Sin. The wonderful works of Elohim. We hadn't got enough understanding by the English grammar and language. And a lot of people jump off to run to other things. Get one commandment of a thing to understand of, so when you transition, you understand the discipline. Because everybody has a discipline. Even with other culture, it's disciplines. It's things they just don't do. These are the well, I don't give a damn about that. We don't do it in America. Like people, the world don't revolve around your home and your religion. These are things that I've been bad about. I'm being honest. You start learning, you get other places, you start coaching, you start learning. People have ways they do things. You don't ever find me who should tell them folk, damn them. I ain't doing that. Damn y'all Romans. Hey, look at this, their culture. He said, this their stuff. And he trying to teach them, because when we establish ours, they going to obey it. And they going to follow it. Hello? So we do up and to where it's not a violation against Elohim. Now you have me do something a violation against Elohim, we got a problem. But other than to that, I can't waste my time with trying to fight every little inkling thing these people got. Stop sign. Do me a favor. Everybody got who got their book? Who they got on their phone? Look up stop sign in the Bible. That's all I'm saying. If God didn't say it, why you see? Please tell me you're not looking this up. This is really a joke. Please tell me you're not looking up stop sign in the Bible. I just need to know, Bishop. I was getting worried. Basha's still looking on that like, I think he was doing it. I thought that man, but you see what I'm saying? People will get to that stuff ain't there. There's a lot of stuff ain't in there. Find tennis shoes. Find sweatpants. People that find all kind of stupid stuff. They eat all kind of, they ain't got, find potato chip in there. Folks eat all Doritos. See, you get stupid after a while. Don't get stupid. Don't get stupid, man. Communication change. The more we continue to talk and you start to communicate with other language and other groups of people, then you invite in other disciplines. You invite in other words in conversation. You got what I'm saying? So just like with people, certain things you bring, certain sayings, certain phrases come in when you invite people. So of course our vocabulary increase, but the word still keeps a discipline. Now you'll get the quote unquote the Jewish people. they'll invite words in that weren't used, and that's their culture, and they'll put it in writing or put it in the sand as though it existed then, and it didn't. When it comes down to our religious practices, we try to make sure we stay with the fundamentals of what he said. We understand the time frame change and different things, but as he told us, he said, I remain the same. So what he called kata, sin, is still sin. Y'all got it? And those are things we have to be conscious of. Don't let these people get you out talking, it ain't in the Bible, I don't do it. Quit being stupid. Find drive car in Bible. Before drive car, they do a whole lot of stuff that's not in no Bible, so quit lying. And they'll use that to try to get out of something. Y'all got it? I ain't trying to get out of nothing, I'm trying to get in something. Y'all got it? I'm trying to get out now the gates of Sheol now. But I'm definitely trying to make sure I stay within the legalism of his dabarim, of his words. Y'all got it? I just want y'all to understand what we're doing. Don't try to get all too far and deep like these folks. And hell, go there and start ripping them curtain rods down, stick them in your back. I ain't got time for that. I don't have time for that stuff. These folks, but listen, this mean, if you want to wear your curtains, I ain't gonna get mad at you. Your curtains ain't, I'm being honest, your curtains ain't no wrong in my clothes. I just think you look funny. That's still me being honest though. I ain't got no book saying you gonna burn no shield because you wearing no curtain rod. That's what you want to wear. I'm telling you what I'm getting with things. And I have been guilty of it, and my prejudice has no doubt played a part of people's judgment. I'm really trying to get away from some judgment calls I make. But if it ain't Katawa Alahim, just leave it alone. Don't try to make that with people. Everybody where they at for a reason. And we'll let a lot of these things come along, be our divide, and we won't grow. We'll eventually have to mingle with other people. We will. It'll happen. And we'll find that there are differences with them just like there are differences with us. But we have to embrace each other to the point of the disciplines of what the word is. We have to find what we do agree to and work from that point. And when people see what you radiate and what you do, if they become inquisitive enough, they'll come over to what you're doing. If you're honest enough, you'll even switch over to some things. There's some things we can all learn from each other. But I don't want us to keep this hate about each other. If we see people dressed different than us, or we see the guys' hair longer than ours, everybody, it's things about us we're going to have to change. And we've changed. What if somebody cut us off? What if people would have wrote us off when we were using Jesus? Look what we came to. So if we've done that, why nobody else can't make the change? I'm not telling y'all to embrace no Jesus, the doctrine. I'm just saying with people, we got to get away. And man put us to where we fight each other, hate each other. That is. Man put us where we hate. And I don't even love a damn Christian. Don't love the Christian, love the person. They're human. People believe what they believe. If you raise these kids in here, how many kids in here, how many of y'all got y'all kids in here with y'all, live with y'all? How many of y'all kids can be Buddhists and stay in y'all house? See? That's why they're not Buddhists. Sometimes because the love of God in their heart. No, that's because that's not a doctrine you accept. That's not a doctrine you grew up with. And you don't allow it to be taught in your home. The same way we were Christian. Because our parents looked at, we Christian. Your granddad and them were Christian. And you're going to die. Because you're like, how you know I'm going to die Christian? Because I'm finna kill your ass. I know for a fact you're going to die Christian. Now, if you go to hell, you want to be a Buddhist. But that's where we are. That's how we've been trained. Versus, I really try to sit down and I try to look at my belief. There's some prejudice, but I try to keep an opening, because if there's something about him that's not right or something that don't add up, I don't want to try to force something and make something and then criticize other people and tell them, you forcing your religion. Your religion is more or less been impressed and forced upon you, and you really don't have any backing for what you believe. And it's important for you to know that, because that's how people get thrown and people run to different groups. They hear one or two words get called, and they invite them in and run them in. Like, even with the color, people run, I run to all black church because black people going to be saved, black people, the people go. And that's not true. Everybody in the book was originally of dark hue. It's the belief that everybody was of a dark hue. Look at the region. You know what I'm saying? The region doesn't allow you to be pale white. Makes no sense, okay? Certain things that even feed the melanin or the skin tone and different things. So with that being said, it moved from being a color thing to becoming a practice. What we move and what we do, you can't put that. But people teach that black people, the chosen people. How we heard that black people, the chosen people, God? Everybody black? But that's what people pushed on us and impressed upon us. So we use our color as a cloak. And that won't get us in. Where in the book it said black people, only people gonna be saved? Black people, my people. But how many times have we heard this and through religions? So religions are more prejudiced than religions create the prejudice. Like the Ku Klux Klan subscribe to Christianity. They don't subscribe to Buddhism or Judaism. They don't subscribe to Hinduism. They subscribe to Christianity. Religion brings in divide. I don't try to refer to what we do as religion when I refer to it, and I want to look at it as the way of life. If you look, it taught them culturally how to do business. If we do business, he taught them, don't keep nobody money till the day. He said, get them their money. Because typically, they folk, people you'll see come out, they have day laborers. Guess why they call them day laborers? Because hell, you'll be a day laborer. Most of them work in the day. Because they paid them, and that's actually was a principle. He said, don't keep their stuff. Even if somebody gave you something to pledge, just like when Yehuda gave his rod and different, you weren't supposed to keep. If it was a man covering him with his cloak, he said, don't keep that man cloak with you. He said, that's that man covering like his skin. Give it back. So it taught us how to do business, how to do just normal business. This ain't no, thou shalt not kill, these are principles too, but it taught me how to deal with you on a business level, how to treat you. If you having a bar and something happened, he said, hypothetically, my wife, who is my wife, if I took her and she was a bondswoman, and I laid with her, humbled her, he said, you can't leave her no bondwoman. He said, you can't do that. See, the slave master did. He said, you humbled her. He said, you humbled her. You make her your wife. He said, you can't treat her like no abad and do that. And you know what? We have women that say in my home cooking and slaving. A bud couldn't be treated the same way you treat a wife. So it taught us a practice of how we were supposed to do things. He knew you could look and decide, you know what? I'm kind of feeling some kind of way about you. He said, when you lay with her though, he said, she can't be no abad no more. Now you either let her go or you make that your wife. And if you got a father, your father, and he treat her like a sister, like a daughter-in-law. He said, you can't, because of practice, we don't know. So he said, well, that's your wife. She'll slave to me. He said, you can't do that. That's your son's wife. You treat her like a daughter. So though we need to know how to do it. We knew about the Shabbat. We knew about not having other Elohim. Is that my whole life, the Shabbat? What I'm doing the other 6 days? I'm only living on Shabbat? So I didn't know how to live on other days. You see what I'm saying? So it's not the religion where, when I come on, like folks say, the Shabbat, come get ready to get my praise on. We got to get out of that mentality because you got to live this every day. It ain't something I live on Shabbat. This is what I live every day. It's the practice. Not to lie to you. Oh, it's Shabbat, I can't lie to you. He said, all 7 days, you ain't got no business lying. You have no business to be lying to her. That's a practice. Don't go like, now the Shabbat serious if I tell a lie. No. He said, serious, you lying any of these days. I'm teaching you a way of life. I gave you here, and I only stopped you because you need a rest. You'll keep going. Man, you'll keep going. I stopped you so you can stop and get a rest. I need you to feel. I need you to charge up. I need you to get you focused because a whole week, a lot of stuff happened in the whole week. A lot of stuff happened in a day, and you'll lose sight of stuff. I need you to stop, sit down, assess, and see where you're at. Are you on the right road or you need to make some changes? Hello? Making some adjustments so we know what we need to do so you can continue on the pathway. Hello? Okay, we'll look at something based off of what he told us about with Yahushua. In the book of Yahushua, they call Joshua. When he told him to come up and to go over Yarden and descend and go. Now he started talking about everywhere the sole of his feet, where it go, he said, I've given that to you. Okay? Now we start to look at a practice that will involve. Pick me up at 1 Thessalonians 4:1. See if it makes sense. Now I try to get ready to let y'all go. Yahuwah winning, so go ahead and get your money out. It just make me feel better like I'm moving in the right direction. I ain't never heard you laugh that. I know you for a long time. The man laughed at her. They're like, you a joke. I know you ain't finna let us go. On everything I love. That Hayward favorite saying. Man, I had told him about that. Man, I'm gonna tell you something. Boy, somebody did something pissed me off so bad. Woo! I'll tell him about. So I had I don't want to call nobody name. Hayward had called me. He'll call like, come down here for me, come down here. I'll be like, I'll be busy. Cause y'all know how many of y'all know I be busy. How many of y'all know? I be telling me busy. And what he'll do, I be like, listen, I really ain't got time to play. I really don't. I be like, I'm really busy. He do some more foolish stuff. I go, bad. That sheep, I'm a shepherd. Bad. And I told, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Cause my position. You know what I'm saying? I be thinking about what mean they bleeding of the sheep. So I had to go down there, and that stuff just get me. I be like, it be like 2, 3 in the morning. I be like, please just stop it. Don't bad old sheep. Come see about old sheep. Come down there, he talking about old Benny gonna own up down there. I'm sitting up here like, this man will call me down here. He been thinking that thing working out. He gonna own up a pot roast stove. I sit here, I'm like, you know, of course I'm hearing this out of the rip. I already know there's some fools. But you know, you gotta listen to folk, cause that's where he at. So he tell me about old pot roast stoves. Then he ain't gonna do it. He said, please think about it. He said, pot roast. I'm like, yeah, you know, cause you think in your mind, like, you know, them red potatoes. Y'all know about them red potatoes? And you cut them up, put it on like, yeah, them carrots, and dice them up, and dice them carrots and put them on now, and with them purple onions. I like, yeah. They talking about putting your basil and stuff on there and doing it, and then them yellow and them red bell peppers and putting them on there. I'm like, you know what I'm talking about now? I'm pitching that thing. He said, you sit down. I said, yeah. He said, not that one. Mine just gonna be just the meat. I'm sitting here like, Daddy, you done got my mouth all for some orange juice. And he talking about, he said he gonna call here the naked meat. That man done call me that for, I'm like, I just want better my house. I don't have time for that foolishness. That man gonna own a pot roast stove called the naked meat. I said, I got to know. I won't be coming in there. How many of y'all? Anybody want to go to the naked meat? No. I'm not interested in naked meat. You go ahead on Hayward. Folks don't know Hayward, boy. Woo, he started some foolishness. So I just tell y'all just be careful. When he call y'all, he want to tell y'all something, just keep moving. But you don't want to go to the naked meat, do it? How many of y'all want to go to the naked meat? Here with these old hillbilly little stove he done concocted. Let's look at it right here. 1 Thessalonians 4:1. Listen.
Furthermore, my Akeem, we call upon you and exhort you and our Adon Yahushua, that as you received from us how to halak.
Hold on. This is what happened. He said, furthermore, as you received of us.
How to halak
how
and to find Khan in the of Elohim.
See that? See that in the Khan in the favor of Elohim? So what reason?
As you halak also, so you should abound and so multiply more.
See that? And get what supposed to happen when Yahushua supposed to walk? Yes, sir. That's crazy. What's supposed to happen? What he was supposed to abound, he's supposed to get more. That's what he said. Furthermore, you don't receive of us how you ought to walk. So you'll abound more. See, everywhere the sole of his feet went, he would attain it more. See, everything y'all looking at, y'all people try to run too spiritual before you get natural. That just look like someone just coming to him. No, you got to go and you got to put an effort in order for you to cheat. And the more you do it, the more you're gonna see you're gonna get. And that's how it worked. Well, he told him, but you got to walk in the con, the favor. Let me tell you something. You just go ahead and just start walking through people's yard and tell them you come to get it. If they ain't inside the sight and the will and the Amar, the commandment, Elohim, you ain't gonna get it. You gonna get your brain blowed out. Especially you come out yard talking about you done just came and you took this. You finna leave them shoes. You know what I'm saying? But you see the difference with him was where you walk. It ain't just, man, I just put a blind for me and I'm just gonna start walking. You finna walk outside of. You see what the difference is? He gave him a clear roadmap to this Lebanon, even to the Nahar Euphrates. See what I'm saying? So you know how. So you don't receive how you ought to. Not just, let me think. I want to go this way. I want to go that way. Do I want to go to the Wizard of Oz? Because anywhere I go, is that true that anywhere he went, that he was just going to get it? It was going to be inside the direction that he mandated. This is what happened to us. We start saying he with us, so it don't matter what we do. That's why Shaul said, furthermore, as you received of us, how you ought to walk. He knew how to walk. It made no sense for him to just start going westward. You're supposed to walk in the way that I told you. He said, this is how you're going to prosper and you're going to have success, because you're walking inside the favor of, which is the kind. What we do, we just take off and he with us. He with you as long as you inside the directive that he established. See, if we don't start thinking like that, we never going to get to where we need to go. Get out of these fictional things in your mind. Just start doing stuff. Start doing what he told us. That's where the favor at. If he told you to go, that's why he said, who can be against you? I set these people for your fall. When you're doing what I told you, we outside the will of, you know what, sister, you finna fall. Because I know God want me to come. God gonna get your ass tore out the frame. Get out from over here now. He told them how to do it. And this is what we lack a lot of times. Not having the confidence in him to do what he said, so we start finding alternative motives, alternative reasons to try to justify, and they're going to be to our fall. He was successful simply because he only went the way he taught. Wasn't no spirit, something just running his head. There's a clear roadmap. Go to Lebanon. And from there, go all the way to the High Euphrates. I done gave you that. Now, does that mean some obstacles are not going to be in your way? Because there's some people like, what you doing? Doing what he taught me. He showed me how to walk. That's how I'm a problem. He said, and you'll have good success. See, you can't let sometimes other things stop you. And a lot of times we'll go at the smaller thing, and the smaller thing become a bigger thing simply because I didn't give that to you. The bigger things you're afraid of, that's what I gave you. But you won't go take that. Y'all don't get it? Yeah, well, I feel like Alyssa, I'm going to go ahead and take that from her. Sure the Lord with me and help me and get up here. And she flipped my little ass and I did some Danny Pica with some Puerto Rican flip and throw me over. Versus he's like, I ain't going to mess with Dan. And he said, this is where I want you to go in the way of Goliath. I gave you this. But I'm looking, I don't want to get in there because I don't want to get in no real fight or no real problem. I don't want to get in no real hang up or no real situation. I don't get in something to look easy and I can look like, my God gave it. Man, I said, look at what you doing. Y'all understand what I'm trying to get us across to? And a lot of times, that's why a lot of times you look, he kept telling about not to fear the other things. And that's what gets us a lot of time, fear. And he told you the torment, and it keeps a lot of time from us getting where we got to go. That's it, man. I told y'all the plan. Listen, I want to meet. I love to meet with all my people on a big mass scale is what I like to do and talk with them. Have all the acronyms there. We ain't doing nothing wrong. I know where they mind at. I don't have time for no secret meeting here. I'm a grown-ass man. I ain't got no bed behind no door and water cooling talking. If it's wrong, hell, don't do it. But we talking about liberation, what we got to do. The only fear I got is my own people. My people got the fear. They don't believe in themselves. What are you asking for? What you asking for, to kill white people? Kill babies? Hell no. We just talking about our liberation. We talking about our right and a declaration to be the people that Elohim established us to be. We want to be able to exercise to our full potential. And this ain't asking them for nothing. This is putting you on notice. This is what we'll be doing. Now, every man pick his own religion. I ain't trying to make everybody serve Elohim because he don't fit everybody. He fit me. That's why I'm doing it. Mm-hmm. I ain't for that. No, I ain't on no global move trying to make nobody do this. Not at all. Mm-hmm. Listen, stay what you want to be. Unlike who said, whosoever filthy, let him stay filthy. That's what he said. Whosoever clean, he said let him stay clean. Because he coming quickly, his reward with him. I ain't trying to make nobody join their religion. You do what you want to do. This is a way of life for me. Listen, I'm not on no global move trying to make nobody join this. I ain't trying to go on no Word Network and TBN to try to convince nobody to do nothing. Everybody that's on Elohim, they hear his word. That's bottom line. Listen, it get out. I don't need no TBN, no Word. I ain't trying to get no recruit. I told some preachers, I said, listen, I'll tell you this right now for me. I ain't looking for no members. I'm not interested. I said, I don't even take everybody. I'm not interested. I want on the. Am I lying, y'all? Tell them. No, I don't take nobody. They'll tell you, folk done drove here, whole 9. Not interested. They been hurt. Folk been pissed. They done call me all kind of names. I don't have time. I ain't interested. Do you understand? I tell people, I said, let me tell you about me. I put my life into you guys. My money, my family. I exhaust a lot of stuff. I don't have time to just be doing that with people. It ain't like, hell, you just sit here and you're a member, a card member, number 61303. I don't have time for them games. I put a lot out of myself, my energy, my time, my look. That's you, your kids, the whole nine. I'm not interested in dragging nobody here. Hell, I don't have no time. I don't need no. I ain't trying to chalk no numbers up on no wall. I'm good. I'm good. I'm like, I'm good. If Yahuwah see fit, somebody said, I take it. It don't bother me. I don't be wrestling through no bed. I'm just not interested. We in a fit. We in a fit. That's all I can tell you. Y'all people ain't just got to listen. And if I feel like you been and it don't work, they'll tell you, hey, am I telling? I said, listen, we parting way today. Y'all heard me tell you for that? It's that simple. Shit, I ain't trying to hold no member. You ain't run me damn crazy. We parting ways. That's the end of the day. I got too many folk counting on me. How many of y'all count on me? That's what I look at. Say, I ain't used to other folk getting held back. You got something you trying to do. Let me take the folks on that trying to go. That's all. Let people do what they're doing. But we need to have real conversation about where we at and how we actually see this. Come just be honest. From reading 1 Thessalonians 4, furthermore, you received of us how you ought to walk. What way did you know to walk? So what? Like the world? About most of what they know. Because they really don't know. You just read and recite something. See, but this is what you ask yourself. He gave clear, concise direction to you. Let me see something. Pick it back right quick. Now I'm trying to let y'all go. Yahusha, that they call Joshua, 1 and 2, 3? What we left off? 1 and 3, I think it is. 1 and 2. Let's see what it says. Yahushua, chapter 1, verse 3. Listen. Might be 2. Mm-hmm.
Every Malcolm on which the soul of your regard treads upon it, I have given it to you.
Now, from right now, which way that tell you to go? It don't. It don't tell you. It really does not. Just anywhere. So everywhere. So hell, I'll just be going. See, leaving that open, God said, anywhere my feet go, he gave this mine. Step your ass over him. We'll find out what all belong to you. We finna fire tonight. Step your ass on my Sunday go to me shoe. We gonna find out what he gave you real quick, preacher. Ain't that right? He's still right. What's up? It sound good. It's a good energy movement, but let's narrow this down. Because now people run out saying the Lord done told them wherever they go is theirs. Because right there, it's broad. Listen what he said.
I have given it to you just as I spoke to Mushah.
So what did you tell Mushah? See, now we getting honest. Let's get down. Don't stop running off in the spirit talking about anywhere you go. That don't make sense. Listen.
From the Mabbar and this Lebanon.
From the wilderness, where they was at. From the wilderness to
this Lebanon.
To Lebanon. What the hell I'm walking to America talking about that's mine? There ain't no Lebanon. Your misdirected ass. From where they was at, from the wilderness to Lebanon. Come on.
Even unto the great Nahar, the Nahar Euphrates.
All the way to the Euphrates. Now you had these folk, he done taught y'all, well, how you put it, huh? See, they don't have no direction. Which means he had to go over some things. He had to inform them, even Shaul, to let them know where you supposed to go. What's your boundary? Where do you start at? Where you end? See, none of this important to y'all. Just take out, he done showed us, furthermore I told you how you ought to walk. He done gave that man concise directions. It made no sense to go nowhere. He could have walked to Mizraim, that's his too. Because he said, wherever your foot go, Mizraim is his. See, you know that because you've been taught. Now you say that doesn't make sense, does it? Mm-hmm. Like it don't make sense he done told your little narrow ass to go anywhere you want to go, does it? Makes sense if I told you something, I made sure you understood it. I made sure you understand where you're at and where you're going. The problem is with a lot of us, we don't know where we're at. We don't know where we're going. That's why I said we got to have real conversation dealing with us. What's our hang-up? What's my hang-ups? What's your hang-ups? What's got you? What ail you? What you trying to do? These are key things you really need to answer for yourself because you're embarking on something that's a lot more massive. And if you're not good at where you at and what you're trying to do, you're going to get lost. A lot of people fell off with this direction he gave. People fell off. It take too long. My feet hurt. I ain't trying to do all that. I want it right now, God. And you might not say it with your physical mouth, but your actions, it'll block you. And I'm telling y'all that because that's a stumbling block. A lot of y'all here, you your own stumbling block. Because you done made too many things your goal. I've done it. I made money my goal. I made so many things my goal. Otherwise, you just realize a lot of things, it ain't what everybody think. It really ain't what you're thinking. Life really ain't what you're thinking. Things will look like that's your answer. Let me tell you what things do. Things gonna bark you because we niggas. Your ass gonna buy too much stuff. Your ass gonna be too committed to too much stuff. Your ass ain't gonna get a break because you can't afford to. You're gonna lose that damn stuff. Contentment. Contentment will beat it all. There's a lot of me. Look at Elon Musk. Hell, ain't nobody richer than him. No problem. His ass got federal problem. You got the UN on your ass. You know how serious that is. You think about now a police warrant. You think about a court date ticket. You talking about the damn UN. These countries, death threats. Your ass looking at you just got $40-something billion and your ass might finna be in a world of trouble if you holler around here and you let this go. You got all these people on your ass and court cases coming up and people suing your ass from left to right. You think that money he's sitting there saying, but I got all this money. He thinking, you know what he's thinking? I should leave this shit alone. I already let him have this shit. Now you know, see somebody be talking about, I want to give away all my wealth. Jeff Bezos giving away money. Dolly Parton gave $100 million. You'll say, $100 million I can use it. You can use it because you're a dumbass, include me, because you don't know what happened. No one's going to let you hold $100 million. They ain't going to be chewing your ass apart for it. I walk past your ass, that's a lawsuit. Your wind came off and made my hair turn. It's frivolous, but you know what your attorney going to say? Settle. You're going to lose more money, keep playing. You done brought this damn $2,000 an hour lawyer, you're going to realize, pay my ass and get me out of the way. And you think I'm the last one? Antoine on your ass next. And then you start realizing this $100 million grieving the hell out you. I mean this $4.3 million. Because we done broke your ass down between the lawyer and all these frivolous ass lawsuits you keep getting up. Then you got other corporations coming at your ass, the IRS coming at your ass, ex people, folk around you, everybody you talking, they trying to record your ass so they can sue your ass. And you start realizing, you know what, damn this money. Because y'all don't see it, all y'all keep saying the money. All money do is bring you problems. And a lot of folks, you're not spiritually sounded, ruachly sounded where you need to be. Money more headache than what it worth. Because you don't put your whole heart in a dollar, what you going to create, what you going to do, and you ain't done a damn thing for you in the flesh. I'm just telling y'all the truth. A lot of folks here drive. I know where you drive in. You don't give a damn about you in the fight. You thinking the money going to fix it. Money don't. I start out with that. I was like, if I get the money, I could be saved. Money don't make you saved. Money going to make you serve it. Anything you get, you're finna work your ass off to keep it. There's no set amount of money you can get and do nothing. Money makes you go after it. And you got to make money, get you money. You got to do things to get money. If it's tell a lie, kill somebody, steal something, do some fraudulent shit to keep it. And that's why you got to be careful what you get. I try to work on my integrity. A lot of them they just want the money. It don't matter. Deal with it later. I know it. And you will in Sheol. You got to have a balance when you're doing this stuff. Money ain't everything people think. A piece of paper. It's scary when all that shit, the only thing make you happy. One time you be like, man, you get it, you can have it. I'm probably going to get you. You're going to find more people with more of it. Now you got to try to keep up. You ain't going to believe with who? The Joneses and the Smith. And when you realize their whole life ain't nothing but a damn fake, and you going to bust your ass to create this big lie you got to live now. Learn to be happy, be content. When you can walk out, you got your integrity, you're intact with who you are, that beat anything. First your ass waiting on the letter to come to court, waiting your ass to get sued, waiting your ass to get prosecuted, waiting on IRS audits and everything else you got to get. Look at Donald Trump. He rich as hell too, ain't he? Just got out of court. Your company just been found that they tax evasion. He probably having fun right now relaxing. He looking at this shit bad. Because a lot of folks finna start talking. How good you think he's sleeping? All the shit he got compiled on him, he going with, some woman pop out the woodwork 30 years ago, talking about, yeah, he tried to rape me. Where the evidence at? And your ass finna go to court. Now you finna look at that. How much money you think? What y'all figure that case? Probably cost about a couple $100. Probably about $2-3. What y'all figure a rape case cost from 30 years ago? What y'all figure about? What you figure number? You had to put a number. What, $1,000 too? $275? $1,000. He spent more than that. They don't drain his ass. That court time, that shit you fight. Because see, your problem right now, this your problem. You finna fight this case, and then you're going to have to fight it monetarily. So you're going to pay money to fight not paying you money. Now, tell me there ain't no shit. Tell me there ain't no shit. I'm going to pay somebody to keep from paying you. How you win that? Money gets spent either way it go. Then they find out, a jury say, we believe the plaintiff should get the money. Damn, I paid you and then I still got a damn pay. That beat them every time. All these folks get this stuff, Yahuwah unravel their world to try to show us poor regular people. This shit ain't what you thinking. You never seen in your life them many billionaires go through so much heartache and trouble. They in court like poor people. It just be our ass. You never seen them. They walk on water. They tread over. No tick, no nothing. They know everybody, own everything. Every time around, they ass in court. Papers coming. You got a team of people got to come in with paper that you got to pay these people. Auditors. You know how much accountants cost to go through your shit to try to get ready to meet IRS? This ain't free. You got to bring in people, this they specialty, and they damn expensive. Because the IRS worker they going to give your ass, they thorough. And they take them time. So them people sitting on the other end, they're playing with them. That damn clock running. Because the IRS want every piece of damn paper. Every gum your ass ever chewed, every seat you ever got, they working your ass. By the time you get through and you look, all it is stress, and it burn them out. You know, they realize this shit ain't all it cracked up to be. That's why I'm talking about reality. I'm good with the man in him. How are you with who you are? So I'm trying to tell you at the end of the day, are you good with the person you are? Or you need to make yourself something? All right, that's all I'm asking. Just be honest. Just be honest with yourself. That's why I look at this and I can look at the way I look at it. I want to make sure I'm real with myself. Because if I'm not real with myself, I got to fictionalize a lie when I get him. I got to try to make it fit me, or try to make something justify to get around something. I don't have no time. I did that all my life. Made up stuff, fictionalized stuff, created things to get me by and get me over. I don't want to live too much energy, too much time wasting. Eventually, your lies all come piling down on you anyway. So I want you to just start with the truth today. It don't take everything you think to make you happy. Your first happiness got to start with knowing you and loving yourself. Knowing you making decisions that better you. A lot of people make decisions, they're not bettering you. You're just doing something. I want to be a better me. I want a better understanding about my salvation. I want to embrace it, and I want to feel like it's for me. For years, I felt like I wasn't going to be saved. I was going to die. I was going to burn. And I went, and it was just for other people. A lot of people wrestle with that. A lot of people deal with that. You got to get past it by going through. This is what I didn't do. Why are you going to go to hell? I call it hell. How many of y'all felt like that or feel like that? Hell felt like that, you're not going to be saved, you're going to wind up burning. How many of y'all felt like that or feel like that? Let me ask y'all a question. Why are you going?
That's what I was doing.
That's right. And once we acknowledge what we're doing, see if what I'm doing is going to send me to hell, let me ask y'all a question. Why am I doing it?
Right.
See, that's what I'm saying, real talk. People might think, it is that simple. If I know why, and you know what I didn't want to do? I ain't talk about it. I just did. Because is a better answer. It leave room. What did because tell y'all? Exactly, nothing. I don't want to deal with that. Because if I identify it, then I know it, and it's hanging over my head, and I need to stop it. So if I just act like I'm just going because he ain't choosing me, then that leaves justified reason for what I do. Real talk is just that with yourself. You have to feel good about yourself. You got to know why you here. You can't just keep going through like at times you ain't going to feel like it, things are coming. You got to know why you fighting this fight. You can't be the damn Hatfields and McCoy. Why we shoot? Hell, that's what we do. Whenever we see a McCoy, we start shoot. Well, hell, we see a Hatfield, we start shoot. But why? We don't ask questions. We've been doing this all our life. My daddy did it. His daddy did it. But why? That's what you got to ask yourself. Why are you doing what you do? Why? It's got to make sense to you. Everything you're doing got to make sense. But this is critical. This your soul. If this ain't what it is, why are you doing it? You don't need nowhere just to hang. Go hang at the club. Strip club. Go hang. Why are you telling people to do that? Why you want to lie to yourself? I did that for so long. It took years for me to start coming into who Tony Smith was. Over 26 years, 30 years, I don't think I've been Tony Smith. I've been everything else that people wanted me to be. I met up to try to meet measures of other people in groups, not my standards. Not what I really wanted to do. And that's how a lot of us got into a lot of hurts. Because before you know it, you don't even realize you're really not you. You're just a bunch of television shows, a bunch of people around you, a bunch of other folks you start looking at and you want to mimic and you want to be like, and you never gave your chance a fair opportunity to be you. It don't mean you can't keep some things that you added, that you kind of put in your repertoire. It can work, but it's a lot of stuff you really can't use to be you. You really can't use to be you. It hurts you. It demeans you. It takes away from you. This came to add something. But if I'm not real with myself on who I am and what I'm trying to do, this won't help me either. And I won't tell you that lie. It won't help you. You'll just be compiling on some more stuff and putting in some more stuff that you really can't use it because you're not honest with yourself. Where you at? You need to know you came here by choice. You made a choice based off of evaluations. You saw where you at. You took a conviction when you heard the word. And you followed the choice to say, I need to change. But just coming here wasn't enough. That was enough to get you here. You didn't realize you need to strip yourself. You need to be stripped. So you can see, otherwise them hidden things gonna come back up later. It's gonna come up later because it's there. You never got rid of it. You never addressed it. People don't want to do, people don't talk about it, say, get your friends, hey, let's just be real. What do you mean? Yeah, nigga, what's up, nigga? No. We ain't talking about no punch and call each other. Let's be real with ourselves. Where I'm at, is it practical? What I'm hearing that I can do this? Man, they took us on such a spiritual trip with Christianity. People, how the hell you gonna float? Where you gonna float to? All this has to be practical. Everything he gives us to do is a practical way. There is ruachni. It's all ruachni, but he broke a lot of this down to a science that you understand it in your everyday life. In your rearing, a lot of it makes sense. You can see this from that action. It makes no sense for you to believe all this going and doing when you can't see it from a natural state. It just don't make sense. Hello? That's being honest. Hello? That's what we got to do. We really got to be practical about it and be realistic. Is that really something you want to do? Some people, for a lot of people, this works. I'm talking about just life itself. It works. Hell, it don't matter about stuff blowing up, volcanoes and storms and all that stuff and floods and wars. Life is great for some people. For some of us, we start rationalizing, how long can it continue? Just from a business point of view, how long can it continue all these shortages, all these high costs, all these wars? How long can this work? Do y'all understand? There has never been a time the world had been this chaotic. Never. Maybe when he first destroyed it, but it was a lot less people. Y'all understand? We are over inhabited. We have more people than goods. Diseases everywhere, killing start one place and goes everywhere. Never seen that before. How many times people been on here and caught malaria? They isolate those diseases to a certain region to keep people out like you. You want to go to Africa, malaria. White folk went in and out all the time. They don't even show it. They just show you the nigga. Then you see these damn white folk speak the damn language, walk right up to these folks, start talking, know all the damn lions, all the cheetahs. Like the hell, I thought malaria. That's what we told you. We keep it isolated to kill them, but we're immune. COVID got their ass. They couldn't get away from that one, did it? They couldn't leave that in China. Damn thing came out here and hit everybody. See that? They played around and did us. He came back with some spread and took out a lot of theirs too. So you got to start really looking at, with all this going on, What type of person are you? What are you really trying to do? Does it really matter? Do you really sit down and talk? I'm talking about real talk with, you understand? I'm talking about real talk with yourself and him. Don't try to, listen, sometimes take the Aubrey out. Just take it out. Just be plain. Just be plain. This is where I'm at. This is what I deal with. This is what I'm going through. And the reason why you could do that, here's the type of person he could feel your infirmities. I don't want to bother him with it. You need to bother him with it. You're not bothering him. He needs you to be honest. That's why he said, only admit you gone wrong. Only admit you, Father, we have sinned. Father, we have gone. No, this about me. This about me. Yeah, we have. But sometimes we need to get a little personal about us. This is where I'm at. This is what I struggle with. This is what I'm wrestling with. I need help. I need you. Yeah, and it's got to be a consistent thing that you keep letting this know to him, letting him know, I'm being honest because this is where I'm at. I don't want to live no life. I don't want to come to crossroad of dying. Now all of a sudden I want to try to get serious, try to get right, when I got this opportunity to get you to acknowledge me now. Try to get help before it get critical. A lot of us, we wait till stuff get too critical. And then we want to try to get serious. We can't keep affording to do that. That's why he let people around us die and things happen. He said, I do all that around you just to get you to consider. Before I come in, eventually I got to come see you. Eventually, so when you want to get serious? When I come see you? How about if you took something that's serious before I come in and knock on your door and say, I'm getting ready to clock you out. Before I turn a car over. Before I let a stray bullet go through a mall and hit you. Before I let a heart attack hit you. Before I let cancer, diabetes, or stroke. Before I let, he said, how about you consider before that? How many people talking to him in the condition? He said, sure it'd be good if somebody could be honest and talk to them before they got it. Somebody said, I ain't talking to you in the name of cancer, diabetes. I ain't talking to you in the name of homelessness. You know how many people talking when they home gone? I'm talking about, I want to talk. We finna be outside tonight. I need to talk to you. He said, I sure would have liked to talk to you had that house. I'd have really liked to talk to you before you had diabetes and it got critical. Before the kidney thing came in, before your liver, cirrhosis of the liver. I was trying to talk to you then. He said, I need to talk to you. Can I talk to you? It's pressing, it's urgent. He said, it was urgent when I first called you. I have been guilty of not listening. I have been guilty of ignoring that call and feeling I had time. Let's have real talk. Can we have real talk? And now really, I don't want to wait till something happens before I say, I'm sorry, I want to get this right. I want to understand it. I want to do this. I want to be honest with you on where I'm at. And being honest with him is being honest. It ain't him, no. He's like, I just want to hear you say it. You know, in rehab facility, what they'll do, let me see, when people sit in rehab, you know they don't have no idea the instructor know people have a drug problem or alcohol problem. Not till they tell them. Why are you here? He'll be paid. I mean, I just kind of came, just, you know, you got a problem, and I can't help you till you admit it. They're not going to let you keep sitting there talking about you just down. I don't really know why I'm here. Really leave, because I can't help you. Until you admit you got to, I know you got, but I need you to say it. I need you to be honest and say, I am who I am, and I have a problem. I have a problem. It's destroyed me. It's destroyed everything around me. I have a problem. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. I have a problem. I can go back and be that bad person I used to be. I have a problem. That's why I'm here. I don't ever want to be that person again. So I stay in rehab. You know what they say? You can't stay in rehab all your life. I stay in rehab. My name is not Amy Wildhauser. I ain't going to tell you no, no, no. I need to be in rehab. You try to tell me to leave, I'm going to tell you no, no, no. Y'all got it? Be real with yourself. Don't worry about how these people look at you. Everybody's sick. Why I'm worried about how everybody in the rehab looking at me? Hell, you smoke dope. Hell, you a drunk. It's nobody in here in the world ain't got a problem. And we get so afraid of confessing who we are and what we do because everybody gonna look at me. Everybody got a damn problem. Everybody. It don't matter what suit they wear or dress or cover. Everybody has a damn problem. And people won't admit it. So we all just keep masking and going through life. Nothing ever get fixed. Because everybody's just, it's just easy to look like other people ain't got no problem. They do have problems. Millionaires, billionaires, poor people, middle class, they all got problems. Everybody got problems. I just want us to have real talk. Know where you're at. Assess yourself. Be serious with yourself. Stop cheating yourself. You owe yourself to be the best you. Anytime you're not the best you, you let yourself down. You owe yourself better. Everybody. You owe yourself better. Why don't you? You don't gyp yourself. You let everybody else beat you because you beat you. And people see you don't care about you and people take advantage of you. When people see you care about you, then people think twice. They think a lot of themselves. I finally learned how to love me. I'm good if I'm just at home by myself. I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna kill myself. The hell you say? I'm gonna set my narrow ass right over there and smoke one of them hemps and lay back in my chair and start dozing off. I ain't gonna jump up with scared and wonder what happened. I'm by myself. I don't like by myself because then I start thinking, then I gotta deal with myself. I gotta be me. I gotta be me. This is what we'll start doing. Be you with limitations. Be you with limitations. Because sometimes people don't want to take on the religious aspect. They feel like, then I can't be me. Be you with limitations. Be you without, the limitations is, don't violate any of the Torah. Be you, but with limitations. That makes sense? Be you, all the way up. Don't let nobody take nothing from you as long as it don't violate his book. That makes sense? Because that's something that fit. What held me back from originally coming when I went at 18 to kind of hear change, I couldn't be me. I couldn't be me. That's why I couldn't hear it. The person I was, it didn't make sense. I couldn't be me. That wasn't a life I was going to take on while I was going to go to no church every Sunday. I was going to stop no drinking, no smoking, and stop sleeping around. That wasn't me. I couldn't hear it because I couldn't be me. I had to see what me was detrimental to me. That convinced me to get away from it. And then I learned I had to conform to what he told me. He said, you can be you, but you got to be you with some limitations. Hello? Just like he gave Balaam. Whatsoever, at the Isha Elohim, the reason why Balaam was hired. Who know why? Hands? Oh, I got the bishop. Tell him why he was hired. Why? That's tight. Hold on, I got another bishop. There's going to be a bishop. Why? What is a bishop? Do anybody know why he hired him? I got a hand I have it for you. Go ahead, hallway. Okay, the hallway again. I got them two. What you got, Dwight? What you got? Exactly. That's why he got him. He said, because I know whoever you Baraka, they Barak. And whoever you all are, they are cursed. I agree. That was a original situation he had, but he brought him for a reason. Whoever, if he say you Barak, you Barak. If he say you were cursed. But he hired him for Yasharal. He told him, if you gave me your house full of silver and gold, he said, I can't go beyond the word of Elohim to do less or do more. So Balaam could be him with limitations. See that? You can still do it. Guess what? He can still do it, but you got limitations. And as another great speaker said one time, a man's got to know his limitations. Thus said Clint Eastwood. Dirty Harry. Chapter 1. He told me that. He said a man's got to know his limitations. That's all it is. Know your limitation. He said you can still do it. He can curse whoever, and whoever you Baraka. But when all of he done told you to do something, you can't go beyond that to do less or do more. See that? Be you with limitation. We got that? Appreciate it. Give Mr. Hugh a hand clap.